Okay, everybody, welcome back to RetroBound Podcast. We're back, BB. It's been 1 year since we recorded this podcast. My name is Kyle, also known as Digitsbby.
You said Cole.
Nick.
I'm Nick, Blazergamer, also SSBlazer.
You can follow our respective Twitch channels. I'm twitch.tv/digitsbby.
And Blazergamer112, which is currently being recorded.
Welcome to RetroBound Podcast. We haven't recorded this podcast in about a year now, a little over a year, I think. And actually, the last episode that we did of this show was us failing at this very side quest in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. It's the Pit of 100 Trials.
Yep.
We'll be going into the Pit of 100 Trials with a couple guests joining us. First, we have James.
Hello.
Oh,
We also have Carl.
Yo.
Oh, shoot.
And we also have Emoto. She can't speak.
She's muted. She can't
So,
talk.
the Pit of 100 Trials in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, for anyone who doesn't know, is a side quest dungeon in this game, and it has 100 floors where you fight enemies of increasing difficulty. It does take a while to complete, probably something like an hour and a half, roughly. And so, to fill that time, the first time we tried doing this, a year ago, like at Flavio.
Yeah,
was,
I'm just waiting for this.
was Nick and I read through a list of our 100 favorite video games. And because that run through of the pit was unsuccessful, we're doing it again now. And what we'll be doing is first Nick and I will be reading through a list, first of our top 50 favorite movies, and then of our top 50 favorite video game songs.
Mm-hmm.
And these are, at least for me, making my list, it's a pretty rough list, I feel. Like, it's the sort of thing that's very much subject to change over time.
Same here with
like,
both
I'm
my
sure
movies.
in even like a year from now or like a month from now, I think my opinions on the movies on my list will change quite a bit. I don't know if I'm entirely satisfied with either of my lists as they are now, but we're just doing this for fun, so it's a fun thing just to talk about movies and songs that we like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Share them with people, hear each other's opinions, experience the same nostalgia. Nick and I will probably have a lot of the same things on our list, especially when it comes to video game music.
Oh, I expect us to have like 7 to 10 same music at
that's a pretty fair guess.
Yeah. I will also
also Michael is here.
Yeah, I will also want to mention wise that this is both going to be recorded for both video and audio wise. So what you're hearing and at reaction base may not portray well just through audio. So I recommend watching the video when this comes out. Everything goes out. Okay.
Yeah, and
that'll be on my channel. That'll be on. I'll be on either my channel or the BPSLP channel. So I will be set up whenever that comes out. I also want to make a short disclaimer, like as Kyle briefly mentioned, that these lists are literally our own personal preferences. So there are, like, Kyle and I have played many different games and watched many different movies, and there are some movies that we have never watched. So we didn't put some of them on our list / for other reasons. So
that means no spoilers.
No, like, I guess in a sense, no spoilers unless we've seen it, or it's like really old. But at the same time, it's like, if there's something that you personally liked but it's not on our list, don't I try to say that don't take it personally. It's just, this is our own list for what we want, like what we like.
Yep. And I'll say right before Nick goes into the pit that we're doing this today for a RetroBound Podcast thing as sort of a revival of sorts for the show. Nick and I have been talking about how to bring this back and what to do with it going forward. Initially, we were planning on doing this as like primarily an audio podcast, like to be listened to through like podcast apps or like hosts. But we're thinking about bringing this back in sort of this kind of style where we're just like doing some sort of guided or themed conversation while playing a game. Today we're doing Paper Mario, but in the future it might just be some kind of low-key chill puzzle game while we like talk about something.
Or Mario Kart.
It's just a way of us being able to like enjoy a game while just talking about a subject that might be of interest to us and our friends. And today we're doing it with like whatever group shows up, but in the future it'll probably just be the two of us and like one guest or something, just so that we like are able to do our discussion without getting too like derailed or anything or having too many voices at once. So we will be bringing this back, and hopefully a little bit more regularly, because it's also a lot easier for us when we're just doing it as a video to just post it on our Twitch channel, share it around on YouTube. It also makes a little bit more sense for us logistically right now to do it in video form, because we can easily and freely do this as a Twitch thing that can also be posted on YouTube and such. Whereas if we were doing this as an audio podcast, like getting it hosted to different platforms, it actually cost a bit of out-of-pocket money on our part. So being able to just do this as a low-key thing in our spare time that's entirely free for us to produce is just the best choice we can do logistically right now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, so I'm ready to go when you are, Nick.
I have one bad point off. I'm going to do...
Let me just make sure I got my list pulled up. All right. Oh, yeah, so I got to read this from the bottom to the top because I started at the number 1 and moved down to 50.
Yeah, same here. So it's like, I have to do that. Also, I just made Flavio and Bobbery do something very weird in the background, so ignore them.
You made Boblio. Flavry.
Oh my god. All right. And here we go. First movie.
Which order do you want to do this, Nick? You and then me?
Yeah, I'll do start first. So,
Go for it.
My first top number 51 was actually really hard for me to decide, but I ultimately said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 1980 version.
Oh, that was the 70s, wasn't it?
I think it was 1980s actually when it came out.
That was the one with what was it, Gene Wilder?
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I think that's older than 80s actually, because I think my mom grew up on that movie.
Really? Man, I must have put my notes wrong. But that is
yeah.
that was the movie I put as my 50. I was actually going back and forth between Gravity and Charlie, but Gravity was like I put it off because it's basically it's very simplistic. It's best like watched in like a movie theater, really big sounds. Otherwise, it's not much of a movie. So I like Charlie more on my list.
Yeah, that's one I've been meaning to rewatch. Gravity. I mean, I've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a handful of times. Actually, that one was called Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the book is called Charlie, but the movie from the 70s is Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, and then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the Johnny Depp one.
Yeah.
My number 50 movie is Green Room, which is like an indie sort of thriller film made like 5 years ago. Basically, it's like a thriller, like a violent thriller film. It's starring like a punk rock band that's like sort of held captive by Nazis in a punk venue.
I see. Also, we're bringing this podcast should be renamed as the IC episode.
Oh, so desu ka.
Oh, so desu ka. Or interesting. All right, next level. Get over here, you.
A lot of these early floors will be very quick with these fights.
God dang it! Well, okay.
Oh well. Did it end already?
Yeah, it ended already, James.
End of podcast.
End of the podcast. All right, guys. See you next time. I'll have to make a brand new set of lists.
Hold on.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, what are Nick and I gonna do if Nick fails again?
I mean, I could fail right now. Hold on.
Just write 50 more movies and 50 more songs.
Top 50 anime episodes.
I wouldn't be able to do that because I don't know if I've seen 50 anime episodes, to be honest.
Yeah. My number 49 movie is The Land Before Time. That's a classic for me.
That's an absolute classic.
It's an old one, but
That's the Dino
really
one, right?
good.
Yeah,
It still holds up.
It still holds up. Its animation was great. I remember like being very sad for it, but I haven't seen it in a long time, which is like, and it's also one of those movies like I did enjoy as a kid, but it's not like one of those movies I go back to, or at least want to go back to right now, like constantly. So that's one.
Tom Bluth movie as well.
Yeah.
Which is
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Carl.
No. I was just adding more like stuff to what Nick was saying.
All right.
Yeah. My number 49 movie is one that I saw pretty recently that I thought was pretty interesting. It's a movie called Her.
All right.
And basically it's just like a recent like kind of not so distant future kind of sci-fi film of like a divorced man who sort of has like what he sees as a romantic relationship with an AI.
That sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, it's actually
So it's just a movie about like the implications of like technology replacing like our real life relationships.
yeah, it's one of the highest rated movies back when it was released, like considered arguably the highest rated of that year.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So that was it. Ooh, Spiky Man.
Thank you, man.
Oh,
Nick,
Ooh, you got
why
the badge
did you do
to make
that?
that not hurt you, don't you?
hey, I have the badge, Carl.
You have the badge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think I'm stupid enough to do that without the badge?
Yes. Yes.
God damn it. Yeah.
You do seem pretty well equipped.
Yeah.
Like you got good stats,
All right.
badges, items.
My 48 movie is The Brave Little Toaster. This is the first one, not the second one or third one. I enjoyed the first one because not only was it very dark, I grew up with it and it was just like, oh man, I remember watching it back as a kid. I remember more so going to Mars, but I like the first one a lot more due to its like risque nature, because it's like it was really dark.
All right, my number 48 is Evil Dead 2, which is like an 80s very low budget, very DIY horror comedy film. It was directed by Sam Raimi, who people might better know as the one who directed the like the 2000 Spider-Man trilogy. But he was also like a horror movie director in like the 80s and 90s, and it's just a very wacky, over-the-top horror comedy movie that was like done with entirely in like practical effects that were like pretty ambitious for its time.
It's also very low budget, at least the first one.
Both of them are, yeah.
Oh, really? Both of them? I thought the second one would get
Yeah,
lower.
Evil Dead 1 and 2. The second one has more of a budget, but it was still, you know, quite a low-budget film.
Bobbery, please. I know you love Flavio, but please, get a room before you do anything. Just having fun with Bobbery.
It's a good thing people will be able to see this.
Yeah, I know. So number 47 for me is Independence Day. I enjoyed the popcorn blockbuster flick. It's not the like greatest movie of all time. I don't put it like on like that, but it's like one of those like if you turn off your brain and just enjoy what it is. I say it's fun. It has quotable lines and like memorable moments. So it's like, oh, I think it's like one of those like just popcorn flicks that's like good for anybody who likes at least a decent action film, and it holds up with some of the special effects to this day.
Sure, I think.
All right, my number 47 is Life is Beautiful. I'm not sure if anybody else has seen it, but it's an Italian film about the Holocaust, and basically it stars like a father and a mother and their young kid who like get taken to like Auschwitz, which sounds really dark, but like it's a pretty well balanced drama film. Like the main character, the dad, is like this super goofy dude who like, you know, to try to make their like capture and detainment in like the concentration camp more like enjoyable, he tries to like lie to his kid and make him think it's like all a game, and he has to like hide from the SS officers and stuff like that, and like the winner of the game gets a prize.
Oh yeah.
So it's like an interesting take on like a really tragic subject matter.
Oh, gotcha. Also, what were you saying, Carl?
So with Independence Day, I was just saying that pretty much the reason why it holds up pretty well is because they use high quality miniatures.
Oh yeah.
So that, and the explosions, well, they actually did blow up the miniatures.
Yeah, no,
which made it feel genuine.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I also like it. They also won Oscars for that. So it's an Oscar-winning movie.
Effect?
Yeah.
For effect.
Yep, yeah. It's an Oscar-winning movie.
I doubt for the story.
No, not the first.
Although it had Will Smith, so that's an extra bonus.
Of course.
Always a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, you have always.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
So my next movie is The Mask. I liked Jim Carrey's The Mask movie, but there were some scenes that kind of dragged on long for me. It's like I enjoyed the comedy, but there was only few moments that I enjoyed out of it, not like a consistent like movie watch kind of thing. So like I would rather rewatch some scenes. So it's a fun movie for me, but it's not like high on my list.
All right, for me, number 46 is Ghost in the Shell.
Which one?
As in the original anime film from the 90s.
Got it. You gotta be specific
So
for that.
yeah, so I've only seen like it's like because people, because I live in Japan and stuff, they make assumptions about me, but like I have not watched very many anime or anime films, but Ghost in the Shell is one that I've seen a couple times, and it's like the sort of movie that I feel like I still need to keep watching to like really wrap my head around like all that's going on with like the sort of post-human like biomechanically advanced world that the characters live in, and it has definitely a lot of thematic connections to another movie that I'll talk about later on my list. But yeah, Ghost in the Shell, it's an interesting one. Interesting art, interesting music at some points. Like there are some sequences where it's just like visuals and like music without any actual like speech. And apparently it's like the music is inspired by like traditional Japanese music or like old style Japanese.
Wow.
So yeah, Ghost in the Shell is an interesting movie. I haven't watched anything like beyond that in the franchise. Like I have no interest in seeing the Scarlett Johansson one, but like I think there's a sequel film, right? And there was like a full like anime series made out of
Yep.
Ghost in the Shell that I think was also good.
Yep, that's what I heard. Okay.
So that's the obligatory anime movie for my list because I haven't seen enough.
Oh, we'll get to an anime movie.
I need to
on
watch
my
some
list.
more Ghibli and stuff to like, because I know the Ghibli movies are great. I just need to watch more of them
Oh, I need to watch more.
and more than once.
I have a few anime movies, and I think pretty sure some of you will already know what these are. Let's see, but the next one is actually probably slightly controversial for some people. It's The Social Network.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, so I put it like I enjoyed the movie, but honestly, this could be also for me because like one of the things that I say about movies is that I need to rewatch them multiple times, but it also needs to warrant me to feel like I want to rewatch it. Slash, like I guess like if I really want to interested in rewatching it more. The Social Network was like one of those movies like I could tell like it's a good and well-crafted movie, but it's just the story was very complex and you could get very, very lost with many things if you weren't paying attention all the way. And it's like it's already going downhill bad and all this stuff, and it's just like it's one of those things. It's just like I kind of like more of unpredictability in certain cases rather than like what the end game is, more so with movies. So it's not like a movie that it's high on my list, and I never really liked the act of like Mark Zuckerberg and all that stuff. Just I don't know. So, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. But I watched it on a plane ride, so it might have ruined my experience with it. But I never really warranted another watch for it.
All right, for me, my number. Oops, I gotta pull up my list. My number 45 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh.
Which is like kind of a classic like 80s teen movie. I originally watched it with like my mom on TV, I think, when I was in like middle school. Basically, it's about like this teenage dude who's like, he's a really popular kid and he's like very like clever and mischievous, and he like fakes being sick for a day to fool his parents so he can just like go party in the city with his girlfriend and best friend using a car that he basically stole from his friend's dad. And like it's just a really kind of goofy, fun 80s movie. I like it a lot more than like The Breakfast Club, which a lot of people consider to be like the definitive 80s high school movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is, I believe, the same director, and I enjoy that movie a lot more. And yeah, I remember also watching it once on a charter bus for a high school band trip, and it proved to be a good bus movie as well. Because there's just a lot of hijinks and some like slapstick comedy here and there and stuff.
Actually, no, yeah, Carl, you were on the charter bus, I believe, when they put it on the Ferris Bueller, because I remember watching it on one of the charter buses, I believe on the.
It's like a universal high school movie.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I was gonna put it on my list, but it's like while I enjoyed it, it's not like as memorable as some of the other movies I have on my list due to personal preferences and how I see movies. God, I missed that. I missed my butt ground pound. God dang. Alright, next one on my list is the movie Glory. It's basically set in the Civil War era. It has the actor for Ferris Bueller. What was his name? Matthew? I forget his last name. So basically he's a Civil War general in the Union, and his army is set with basically an army of black people, and so this was during the time where black people were portrayed as were segregated and abused, and like there was a lot of racism going on. But it was such a good movie that I really enjoyed. I remember watching it during class, and all the acting was great, and it was tragic. So I enjoyed it compared to all the other more so than all the other movies on my list so far.
All right, my number 44 is Full Metal Jacket, which is also a war movie. It's about the Vietnam War, and it's a Stanley Kubrick film, director of other great movies, which you'll hear more of them on my list. But yeah, when this movie came out, a lot of people were huge fans of like the first act of the movie and thought that like the second half of it was like not as good. But I think it's an interesting movie. It's like it kind of bothers me that a lot of people who are just like super pro-war and like just a bunch of like dorky patriots admire this movie because they like the angry drill sergeant and stuff like that. But I interpret it as like very much an anti-war movie of like the way this like drill instructor like makes all these soldiers basically into monsters by like breaking their minds, and like there's a guy who like doesn't quite have like the soldier spirit in him, what they call the 1,000-yard stare, I think it's called, until he's like able to basically like kill somebody and like sort of inflict PTSD upon himself. So like it's a very like, in kind of a Kubrick way, it like doesn't directly state itself as being an anti-war film, but sort of like, if you watch it the right way, I think, kind of guides you to that conclusion with its sort of like dark commentary on like how brutal war is and how racism is used as like a tool to support war and that kind of thing. It's a movie that like, in kind of a Stanley Kubrick sort of way, can be like more disturbing and scarier than a lot of like films even in the horror genre, and that's something I like about it.
Yep.
Holy Jesus.
What the F is that?
Doesn't want to get in that pipe.
What's going on?
Just listening to our next movie. My number 43 on the list, just to keep track on people, is Furious 7. So some people think that this is like a Fast and Furious movie, but honestly, this one, while it's basically the only one I watched, well, one of the only ones I watched. I didn't watch any other one except Hobbs and Shaw, but I enjoyed this movie because it like not only provided some cool action sequences, but at least a kind of touching final moment. One of the like better send-offs to a actor who died during production. So I think like for that, it was a personal movie to many of the actors and actresses to complete and like have a proper send-off to him. So I actually thought I enjoyed it as not only as an action movie blockbuster, but as like kind of like a personal like send-off to a character.
All right, my number 43 is Train to Busan. It's a Korean zombie horror film that I like heard of the movie for a while before I watched it. I actually didn't realize it was on Japanese Netflix because it goes by a different title in Japanese. But it's like, as far as zombie movies go, I think it's a really fun one because like it kind of is structured like a Korean drama film that eventually has zombies in it. And because of that, I worried that the movie would feel a bit too run down with tropes, or like just certain like character like just like a construction of a bunch of different types of characters, and it would feel very flat. But like, and it kind of does function that way as like a Korean drama, but I don't know, there's just a lot of charm to like the characters. The zombie scenes can get pretty intense because the zombies run fast as hell in this movie.
Oh yeah.
And they're just, I don't know, like you really root for some of the characters in the movie and absolutely despise others because of the way they're represented. and like you find yourself attached to characters more than you expect to be. So like it's very much a journey. It's just like an asshole divorced Korean salaryman gets on a train to bring his daughter to see his mother, and then all hell breaks loose, and then you're just on a journey on this train across Korea as they try to like escape zombies. It's a fun one, and I watched it. Actually, I watched it on Japanese Netflix, and because Japanese Netflix doesn't do English subtitles for non-English movies, I just had to watch this Korean film with Japanese subtitles and like make sense out of the movie that way. So it was kind of an interesting viewing experience for me.
All right, Kyle, get ready to list the next 5.
Oh, you got a warp.
Yep. Hold on.
All right, let me highlight real quick that I need to read 5 more. Let me just highlight the ones I'm gonna have to say so I don't lose track.
So it's like 41
right,
up
I'm good.
to...
It's 42 up to 38.
Wait, 42 up to 38. God
Including 38, I mean.
Yep. Hold on, let me just... Ah, god dang, XL. Hold on, let me highlight that. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna do a quick one because this is gonna be a fast one. The next 5 in order is Night at the Museum, The Mummy, the 1998 version, which is the Brandon Fraser one, Wreck-It Ralph, Space Jam, and Digimon Adventure Tri Reunion. The first one only. Those are my top 5, and I prefer... Like, I enjoyed all of them. Kind of like more popcorn flicks than anything. Digimon was like one of those movies, like, I grew up with Digimon, so I enjoyed it a lot as a kid. So that's why I liked the first reunion.
Alright, for me, the next 5, and like, this is the kind of thing where it gets into like a lot of these movies being our preferences, and like... I don't argue that my movies or the order they're put in the list necessarily make them better than each other, so much as just like movies that were memorable to me, or movies that were like such a unique or weird experience that like they stick out to me, and I feel like they belong on a list of my favorite films. So the following 5 movies from 42 to 38 are They Live, 28 Days Later, Get Out, It 2017, the 27 film It, and This Is Spinal Tap.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, I mean, just to very briefly explain those without even getting a plot, They Live is like an absurdist kind of science fiction film directed by John Carpenter. 28 Days Later is a zombie film. Get Out is like sort of a horror suspense film with also kind of commentary on like racism in the US. It is spooky clown movie with some kids. And This Is Spinal Tap is like a mockumentary, a fake documentary film about like a British rock band and like them just being a bunch of like dorky, stupid, sexist rock stars. It's like really satirical and weird.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Cool. Try made it to the list, but not Our War Games. I never watched Our War Games.
The sequel to War Games?
Yeah. I never really did that. I have no idea. Emoto mentioned it. I don't know. Oh, Digimon.
Interesting.
Yeah, never watched it. So my next one, which is number 37, is actually Aladdin, the animated version, not the Will Smith version, because I never watched that one. I enjoyed this as a kid, and I think out of all the other Disney movies, this is actually the one that I liked going back to multiple times, and I have more fond memories with. Like, I know Lion King, by many, is argued the best and during the Renaissance era for Disney. I personally like Aladdin more so than anything, like any of those animated movies. I remember it the most rather than and not remember much of Lion King. Like, I know I watched it, but I know I like the fun little Aladdin, like street rat and like all the magic and stuff. So I also like Robin Williams as a genie, so that was fun. All
right, my number 37 is a science fiction film called Ex Machina. It's fairly recent. I want to say like 2015 or so.
I think 2017.
And kind of, or is it 2017?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, somewhere around there, within the last 5 years. And it's kind of, so I talked about Her earlier, and that's kind of a movie about like technology replacing human relationships. Ex Machina, it's kind of similar. Well, I mean, in the sense that it's like a science fiction film about like technology getting a bit too real. But I think it's just a really interestingly shot film. Like I like the way it's done, where it's like basically about a guy who like goes to wins a contest within his company to go like spend like some days with the CEO of the company, who's sort of like a young like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk type, like, you know, tech billionaire who's got kind of like a quirky, weird personality and is like obsessed with this like AI experiment that he's doing. And like I enjoy the movie because I can very much feel like the Stanley Kubrick influence of it being like a kind of weird movie that has a lot going on with like musical cues, and like it's a movie set in a very isolated location with a very small cast, and that kind of like builds the suspense in a way because you feel that sense of like isolation and mystery as you're watching it and watching the story unfold. So it's an interesting kind of what I've learned to be called like the contemplative sci-fi kind of genre, like sci-fi films that have like exploration of a certain social theme.
Gotcha. Also, that movie was 2014. That was much...
Okay, yeah. I knew it was sometime in the 2010s, but I couldn't remember the exact year.
I thought it was much later, because I think I remember that more so later on than earlier, but I guess that's just me. Oh, hey, it's the spider person. Now, how do I do this? Nope. I need to...
Oh, yeah, these guys are spooks.
God dang it. I hate when I do this. Well, we're going with... next movie on my list is the Tom Hanks... I think Steven Spielberg also directed this movie. Minority Report. I actually really enjoyed this movie.
Ooh, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, so... It was... It's like... It plays on the fact that basically there's these, like... 3 beings that can see into the future moments before it happens, a crime, like a murder or looting or anything like that, and they can tell the police, and they'll tell the location, everything, and then police can stop them before this murder happens.
Pre-crime?
Huh?
The pre-crime?
Yeah, kind of pre-crime. And they can stop them and arrest them before that ever happens. But then the social, like, talking is then, it's like, do they actually deserve to be imprisoned because they haven't even committed the murder because you stopped them from doing that, in a sense. It's a great film because it plays on the police whose morals are follow, like, the rules and whatnot, / like, is the future set in stone, and who's the true culprit and all this stuff, kind of thing.
Is Tom Cruise in it?
Yeah, Tom Cruise is the main actor.
Oh, you said Tom Hanks earlier.
Bleh.
No, I didn't say Tom Hanks.
I said Tom Hanks.
Nick did. Nick said Tom Hanks.
There's too many Toms in the...
Yeah, I was like, was
Is
Tom
it in
Hanks
Hollywood?
Minority Report? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's based on, I believe, either a novel or a short story by Philip K. Dick, who's like a really interesting science fiction writer.
I think it's a novel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting concept.
It's actually a really well-made movie, and I enjoyed the whole thing. Like, at first it was going all right, and then it's like, when it gets to the second half, that's where it really picks up with the story and all that stuff. So I enjoyed it more thoroughly.
All right, my number 36 is Parasite, which is it's a very recent movie. It'll be the most recent one on my list because it just came out last year, and it's a Korean sort of black comedy, like sort of subversive satirical film. Like won like best picture Oscar last year, early this year, which pissed people off because it's a Korean movie.
They can't read it.
Yeah, and it's pissed off Trump too, which is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like a subversive film about sort of like class dynamics, about like this like really poor family that like lies their way into getting various like housekeeping or like butler positions for a very rich family in like the richer part of their area. and they basically like use like they're a poor family, but they sort of use their heads in order to like manipulate this family and kind of like scam their way into getting more money from them and stuff, like blackmail and a lot of other tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And then some interesting twists happen, and yeah, it gets interesting. It's a very subversive, like kind of movie that explores a lot of class themes, which is probably kind of rare for like Korean film in a way, because like the dynamics of like the law and politics in that country. But yeah, it's a good one. I want to watch more by the director. He also made a film called Snowpiercer that I watched a couple months before I had heard of Parasite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, interesting director.
Yeah, I heard of it. Like, that Parasite is one of the movies I have yet to fully watch because of how big it is. So, that is one of those movies I need to watch. Let's see. Let's go down the film. Not down the film, down the hole. So, number 35 is a childhood classic for many. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yep.
Goofy girl. You're a goofy goober, yeah.
Dude, I aspire to be like David Hasselhoff in that one scene.
Yeah. So, it's a childhood favorite of mine. It's not the best movie of all time. I don't consider it, but I consider it a worthwhile movie for all ages, especially with all the kid comedy as well as the adult humor in it, especially with my favorite scene is with Patrick and Mindy. And it's just like, that's one of my favorite scenes of that movie. It always gets me. But I enjoyed the movie. It's also like, it felt like the creators went all out for the movie. When it was like, and it did like, was like the last movie supposed to end everything, like for SpongeBob, and technically in chronological order, it is supposedly the last event for all SpongeBob. Everything new is before that movie. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that movie, and I consider it one of those movies I like to rewatch every once in a while.
All right, my number 35 is A Clockwork Orange. It's sort of like a psychological kind of drama film. It's a very dark movie, so it's definitely not for all audiences. I mentioned is like Conker's Bad Fur Day when Nick was playing that has like a couple shout outs to this movie. It's a very visually striking movie. It basically explores in like kind of not so distant future Britain being like ridden by crime of like violence and drug use and sex crimes, and like a group of like juvenile delinquents who like the leader of this like group of like delinquent teens gets arrested, and like in order to get himself out of jail early volunteers to be part of these like psychological experiments where they like do a lot of like twisted experimenting on him to make him repulsed by like the very idea of committing crime, and it like creates him into like a new person. And it's a very dark and twisted movie, but a very interesting one for the themes it explores, and also a very weird movie to look at, just with like all the weird sexualist symbolism everywhere in like the first act of the movie, and how that contrasts with like later scenes. Weird use of music in the movie too, and music actually plays a role in the film's plot that like weren't there in the novel.
Interesting. Yeah, that's one of those movies. It's just like I heard great things about it, but it's definitely not one of those movies I consider myself seeing, especially since how much I've been hearing about it. And blim. Next movie on my list is a classic for me. Is Rush Hour 1, at least like the first one. I remember
all the Rush Hour movies are on Netflix now, and I kind of want to watch them.
It's like I enjoy all of them. I remember third more so because that's more recent, and all that. And I love 1 and 2 still too, but I think Rush Hour 1 still is my favorite out of the 3. so far. I really do hope they make a fourth one to find out everything. But Rush Hour 1 was a childhood favorite of mine. I love the chemistry between Jackie Chan and Chris Rock, and just like
Tucker.
Chris Tucker, but Chris Tucker, yes, not Chris Rock. It's so many Chris's. God dang it. And I just like the action sequences, as well as just like a complete Chinese person who basically speaks barely any English in the first movie, tries to work with one from like America who doesn't speak any other language other than English. Just like that as a recipe for disaster, and they made it work. So I like that.
All right, my number 34 is Mulan. The OG Mulan from like the 90s. Like it's a childhood classic, and interestingly enough, it's one that like I watched several times as a kid and then didn't see again until I was like in college. I don't really remember this experience, but my mom told me when I was like really sick with the flu when I was like 6, I just wanted to watch Mulan like over and over again on VHS. And she was so tired of watching that movie because I kept wanting to see it over and over again, like every day for a week. But it's a fun Disney movie. Like it's one that explores themes of like female empowerment in ways that like other Disney movies don't really do, at least ones of that era. And it's got some sick jams in it too. Like "I'll Make a Man Out of You" is my favorite Disney song. It's such a good karaoke jam. Mulan's just a very fun movie.
You always sing it every once in a while.
I can sing it both in English and in Japanese, dude. It's great.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat the Huns.
Hands. Okay, so Justin's calling us dorks. Wow. Doesn't even
is he watching right now?
let me see.
That's funny.
Yeah, he is watching. It's like, dude, Justin, you're calling us dorks, and just like you're a dork.
Oh, that's right. As mods, we can like see who's watching the stream, can't we?
Yeah. Anybody can see it, I believe. All right. So I found another mover, Kyle. Next 5.
Next 5. Let me just highlight that real quick so we're on the right track.
I'm just waiting
here.
for the moment where that last time. So like one thing referencing the last time we did this.
Whoops! Shit! There we go. Undo that. Okay.
One thing. I kept getting a bunch of movers last time, and it kept causing Kyle to just like, oh my god, stop!
I got so upset because I was like, now I'm like better at keeping track of where we are on the list, so it's easier. But before I was like, where are we on the list? Damn it!
It was funny. All right. So my next 5 in order are National Treasure, the first one, Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, if anybody remembers that.
I do.
Yeah, One Piece Film Z, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Emperor's New Groove. To just briefly go on my opinions, I enjoyed National Treasure. Like, I know it's like predictable, it's like it's not the best story, but it's like one of those like feel good movies. Like you just watch it with friends and it's just like it's like a good ride. It's like one of those like Disney rides that you enjoy nonetheless. Wallace and Gromit.
Disney ride with Nicolas Cage.
Just have Nicolas Cage face while
He's
you
just
ride.
like going up the roller coaster and he's like, oh shit, this is a pretty high roller coaster.
Yeah. Wallace and Gromit. I grew up with Wallace and Gromit. I watched basically almost all the episodes as a kid. And then when I heard about the movie was coming out, I never watched it in theaters, but I watched it in DVD and I laughed at the comedy. I actually enjoyed the hard work that everyone put into it, and that some of its comedy still holds up to this day. So I still laugh at it. One Piece Film Z is, my opinion, the best One Piece film so far. I enjoy that the most due to the story writing. I'm a One Piece fan, so I've been following it for a while. I recommend it to anybody who's a fan of it, a fan of One Piece, and at least is caught up to the current story. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a classic for me too. I know that Carl enjoyed it a lot, especially since it was like Warner Bros. And Disney's like one and only collaboration. It was a great mystery murder film and had a lot of funny moments. Roger Rabbit was like this annoying character, yet it has a lot of moments, and then at the very end, it was very touching. And Emperor's New Groove, I just like it for the comedy and like the chemistry with all the characters. I just really enjoyed it as a kid, and I still enjoy it to this day.
All right, my next 5. This is going from number 33 to number 29 in the list. I'll say the movies first. Okay, so I have Arrival, Up, Children of Men, Pink Floyd The Wall, and Wayne's World. So Arrival is a recent science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve. And basically it's a movie about like extraterrestrial life comes to Earth and like lands their base in like several different countries, and like people from all these countries are like trying to communicate with the aliens to find out why extraterrestrial life has landed on Earth. And it mainly focuses in the United States on a linguistics professor who's enrolled to try to communicate with these aliens to figure out how to like find some sort of commonality in language to like communicate with them or to learn how they communicate. And yeah, it's a movie about like extraterrestrial life, about time, about choices, about seeing the world in ways that differ from how we normally think about it. And you know, of course I can't give spoilers or anything, but like it's like the main plot of the movie is this thing about trying to communicate with these aliens, but there's also some like other interesting side plots going on that don't fully come together until like the end of the movie. And when you do realize what's going on in that sort of side plot, you're like, whoa, like there's like an interesting moral choice and like theme about choice that's like going on there. So really good movie. Now we have Up, Disney Pixar film, Old Man Kid, Go Fly in a Balloon House. It's a good movie. Children of Men is a movie, like a dystopian sci-fi film by the director of the third Harry Potter movie, and it's a movie in which like humanity, for no explained reason, you're just kind of thrown right into it, and that's kind of the beauty of it. For some reason, humanity is like completely sterile, like no new babies have been born in like 18 years, and because of that, just like humanity is thrown into chaos, like borders are being closed, and it's like sort of like pseudo-fascist governments taking over and stuff. It takes place in Britain. It's a British film. And, yeah. People can't reproduce. And there's this man who used to be an activist, but now he's just like a bitter British man. And he's like sad all the time. And he lives in this society. And you follow him on his adventure, which I won't explain in detail because I don't want to spoil anything. Then we have Pink Floyd The Wall. So The Wall is an album by the British progressive rock band Pink Floyd. In the early 80s, they made sort of a film to accompany it. So it's not a musical exactly, but it's like the album Pink Floyd The Wall set to a film where it's like a narrative album. It has like a concept and a story behind it. And so you're seeing the story play out as the album goes, and it's very trippy and weird and sad. It's an interesting take on the album that this band made. And then Wayne's World. It's just like a fun, goofy bro movie from the early 90s. Like a kind of pop culture sensation. Just these two dudes who run like... It's like the equivalent of like a web show or a Twitch stream now, but it's like dudes filming like a TV show in their basement. And like a major like broadcasting corporation wants to pick them up, but they're just a bunch of goofy kids, so they don't really care. And there's just a lot of funny pop culture stuff throughout the movie. It's a very quotable comedy film, and that's why I like it.
Nice.
All right, that was it for the next 5, Nick.
Yep. I was waiting for you to be done before I move down to the 5. All right, let's move down. Let's see. All right, film number 28 on my list. Well, next 5 it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was gonna say like, oh wait, that's a good battle. It's like,
yeah,
nope.
this is when Nick gets lucky. All right, let me highlight my next 5.
I think Emoto. I remember Emoto mentioning this last time was like she never saw 2 in a row. Now she saw it twice in a row, like twice.
Whack.
Whack. Twice in a row in my playthroughs of Pit of 100 Trials. So, all right, next 5 in this order. Transformers, the 2007 version, Michael Bay. Yeah, you laugh at that, but I have my reasons.
First?
I mean, I actually haven't seen the first one. I think I've seen the second, which people consider that one to be trashy, right?
Yeah, there's multiple reasons for that, but we can get into that later. Scooby-Doo, Zombie Island. Men in Black 3, The Polar Express, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So, Transformers 2007, I remember seeing that as a kid, like, when I first saw it, and it's like, my brother and I were just, like, wondering how they're gonna make a live action. It's, like, objectively, it's not a great, like, film with story writing, but it does make great action set pieces. It does the characters, a lot of them, justice and right, and, like, it makes sense. And I like it as a popcorn flick and as, like, a childhood, film, like bring back some of my childhood memories as with the show. It is objectively the best movie out of the entire Transformers series so far, because Transformers 2 actually was written in 6 weeks because there was a writer's strike and they couldn't really make a good plot. There's so many plot holes, weird decisions, and all that. So Transformers 2 is not a great movie to watch. I say the best movies you should watch for the Transformers series are 1 and 3. 2 you can maybe skip, but it's up to you if you want for the trilogy. You can skip 4. I never saw 5, but I heard it's bad. And Bumblebee movie, but I still enjoy Transformers 1 overall, because it was just like an introduction. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, I enjoyed it as a kid, but man, it was dark. They took the movie, the cartoon series, and made it so dark that it was great still, but it scared me as a kid. But I still enjoyed it. It also has the catchiest Scooby-Doo music of all. Terror. And then Men in Black 3. I actually enjoyed this over Men in Black 1. Due to the fact that it has the relationship between K and J. And the actors for young K and Boris the Animal was actually really good. And I enjoyed it. The ending was sloppy, but I still enjoyed it objectively overall. Will Smith was great, of course. The Polar Express, great Christmas film for me. I always like watching it over Christmas. It's just one of those magical ones. I wish it was real. And Cloudy, a Chance of Meatballs. I read it as a kid because it's based off a children's book. It has a really heartwarming story with father and son. And I like the whole story overall with character development. And also the animation was really smooth and quirky. So, reason why I like it.
All right, my next 5. I can't believe we did this. 10 movies with no fights. So this is going from number 28 to number 24. And the next 5 movies for me are Donnie Darko, The Lion King, School of Rock, American History X, and Fight Club. So to briefly explain them, Donnie Darko is a 2001 it's like an independent movie, considered like one of the better indie movies out there. And it's a pretty unique film. It's kind of like a drama with some like kind of suspense or horror elements to it, and like time travel stuff going on, where like it's about like a troubled kid who obviously has like mental health issues and is like seeing stuff like hallucinations, and like basically he sees like a giant rabbit figure that tells him the world is going to end, and like all this weird stuff starts happening to him. So like it's like kind of a interestingly ambiguous movie that you can't entirely tell what's going on, especially with the way the movie ends, and a lot of people have like tried to interpret it. It's very much like a cult hit kind of film. A lot of people have their like theories about it and what it means, and in some ways like it can be that some of the characters can be kind of cringy, especially the main character Donnie Darko, because like I watched this movie for the first time in my 20s, and he's like very much like an angsty, troubled teen. But just the elements of the movie, like visually and like the ambiguity of it and stuff, I find very interesting. It's a movie you can watch over and over again to like try to make sense of it. Lion King is pretty self-explanatory, because I think most people who are watching this have seen this movie, but it's a really great Disney movie, some tragedy in there. And I talk about Mulan as having some sick jams as far as Disney movies go, but I think The Lion King has what I feel is the most consistently good soundtrack of a Disney movie, just like every song in this movie is really good. Like, to me, Mulan has like "I'll Make a Man Out of You" as its like #1 song, and it's like an amazing song. And then there are other good songs in Mulan as well, but like for me, like Lion King, like every song in this movie is like a home run. It's just like excellent music and a really fun story. School of Rock is a childhood classic for me. It's Jack Black as basically Jack Black as himself. Like, you really could not have done this movie starring any other actor, because Jack Black has just such a unique personality in the way he performs. So like, he gets a job as a substitute teacher, taking the job from his roommate, who's an actual substitute teacher. He pretends to be his roommate just to try to score some money to help pay his rent. But then when he finds out the kids are really musically gifted, he like uses them to enroll in a battle of the bands and tries to like start a new band to win this contest and get the money because he got kicked out of his own band. It's just like a really fun movie. Jack Black's personality, but also the way he like inspires these like really like preppy but kind of like I don't know how to describe, like passionless kids to like find a passion for something. American History X is like a pretty dark and intense drama film about like an ex-skinhead neo-Nazi who gets out of jail, and like the movie like jumps around chronologically. So it stars Edward Norton as a former neo-Nazi who gets out of jail for committing murder a couple years ago, and basically he's like renounced all his ways, like his like old racist beliefs. Like in prison, he like completely gets out of that like lifestyle and belief, but he finds that getting out of jail, he can't completely he can't just like get out with a completely clean slate. Like, he has a lot of work to do to be able to like redeem himself to people, both to like the people who like feared him because of the way he used to be as a neo-Nazi, and the people who still think that he's one of their club, including his own little brother, who really looked up to him as an older brother figure and took on his brother's racist beliefs while he was in jail. And Fight Club is another one that I think a lot of people have seen, but it's like a really dark and bizarre film about like, which also stars Edward Norton. Actually, it's funny that I put these two like right next to each other, but it's like a white collar worker who's like unsatisfied with his job, and he gets into like he meets a guy named Tyler Durden, who together they start a thing called Fight Club, of basically just like men who hate their current lifestyle and feel that they have like no motivation or passion for the way things are. They feel emasculated is the way people interpret this movie, but I think it has a lot to do with like the white collar lifestyle and finding no purpose in life. So like they turn violent as a way of finding purpose, and it's just a very trippy and dark and bizarre movie that you kind of really just have to see it to like see what it's about. All right, that was my next 5, Nick.
All right.
Got a warp.
All right, let's go for number 3.
Oh, whoops.
Ah, not number 3. I'm sad. I was hoping for a number 3.
Dude, I think you got like 3 warps total.
Yeah, I got
during
3.
Your,
I got 3 warps total.
the last one. Now you've already gotten 3, and we're not even halfway through yet.
Actually, I don't think I got 3 warps in total. I might have gotten 5 that one time.
So that's probably true. I think you got a lot of warps, but you couldn't afford all of them, is the thing.
Maybe, but I can afford all of them now, so that's for sure.
You were pretty broke in the original playthrough we did of this, so you weren't able to take all of the warps that you found.
Alright, my next movie on my list is what I think is the best movie of the franchise so far, the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I consider that the best movie out of all the other Indiana Jones films as of right now, because I don't know, I guess like the chemistry between Sean Connery and Harrison Ford was really good, and I did enjoy Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I did enjoy watching Temples of Doom and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, as people would say that it's the worst, but I still enjoyed all of them. I like Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade the most, but Last Crusade is more, I guess, like a father-son film, which I'm a sucker for a little bit. So the act of them like having like traveling together and finding one thing, so Indy can get like, I guess you can say like noticed by his
His
what?
senpai.
Yeah, no, not senpai. His what's the father word, Kyle or Carl?
The word for father in Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a Tosan.
Tosan.
Oh, Tosan.
But,
Yeah.
well, there's multiple ways to say it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically him trying to get acknowledgement, and it's one of those films like I actually thoroughly enjoyed, just because like it didn't have like all the spectacles, all the CG like it did in the Raiders and all that other stuff, but I think it still held it better because of just the two main leads. So, Kyle, your turn.
All right, my number. Where are we now? We're on number 23. Is The Thing, the original John Carpenter, The Thing from 1982.
Right, that one.
It's a sci-fi horror film. It's a really good one. It was made entirely using practical effects, but it still holds up really well visually as a film today. Like, it was a movie that was critically panned at the time and didn't get the attention it really deserves because, I don't know, like, people just interpret it as being kind of the cultural moment the US was in 1982, that, like, people are more looking for, like, an optimistic alien movie like E.T., which came out the same year and really, like, you know, swept all the attention in the theaters. But The Thing, yeah, it's a very visually striking movie for one that was made all with practical effects in 1982, and it's a fun one to watch because, like, it's basically about like a shape-shifting alien that can assume the form of anything it kills. So like the entire time you're watching it, there's like a mystery element to it of like, just like the characters, you don't know which one of these people could possibly be the alien, if any of the people present in that scene. So it adds a lot of suspense the first time you watch it, but even after that, it's just a fun movie to watch for all the visuals, these creepy shape-shifting aliens, all the weird, creepy stuff it does. There are some moments that, like, even when you see them coming, they're like, they can still kind of jump scare you a bit with some like transformations that happen in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember watching the trailer for The Thing 1, and it was just like, dude, that is creepy. And I remember seeing...
Well, there's only one. They made a remake of it, but it wasn't very good.
No, isn't that supposed to be... Not a remake. Isn't it supposed to be a prequel to The Thing? Like,
it is a prequel. Yeah, that's true, actually.
So it's not a remake.
The Thing is actually a remake. It's the second imagining of a short story.
Yeah. Well, it's like...
Yeah,
The Thing and then Thing. It's like, there's so many things.
Yeah, it's a good one. I remember reading on the horror movie subreddit, somebody was like, dude, I just I just built my own home theater system with surround sound in my house. I decided to check out this movie called The Thing for the first time. I thought because it was made in the 80s, like the special effects wouldn't hold up well and it wouldn't be a scary movie at all. And they're like, oh shit, was I wrong?
Oh, hey guys, it's not an effing Goomba, it's a effing Goomba's cousin. If you guys get the reference for Book of Mario.
Fucking Goomba.
Yeah. So my next movie, number 22 on our list, Kung Fu Panda, the original. I watched all the Kung Fu Panda movies. I actually enjoy the first one more so for a couple reasons. So I honestly, this is a personal peeve of mine. I really don't like it when movies like purposely really move fast just to speed up the just like, I guess for like kids who have shorter attention spans. I just don't like that fast pacing of stories. It just kind of ruins it for me. So I didn't like 3 because of that. And 2, I liked it, but it wasn't as good as, like, it was dark and it kind of lost some of its comedy because of its like dark story. But the first one it had more solid characters with interacting. Everyone had like more dialogue and purpose with it, and overall the whole ride of just how a panda became the chosen one is hilarious, and Oogway is great. All right.
All right, for me, number 22. Wow, we've gotten pretty high up on the movie list. Number 22 is Moonlight. It's another kind of like interesting indie film. It's a drama film that tackles kind of a couple different themes going on at the same time. One is about kind of sexual identity. The main character is he's gay, and is also a black dude living kind of at the time of the crack epidemic in the 80s. And so like the movie is split into 3 acts in like his early childhood, his teen years, and him as like a young adult. And it's like a real. I think I came across this movie because I was looking for like coming of age movies to watch, and it was a recommended one. So it's a really interesting coming of age movie. Like, it's really well acted. A lot of the actors have like a really solid performance in this movie, and like because of the way that just like sexual identity just like couldn't be talked about safely back then. Like the movie does really well with its like use of silence, in addition to the way the movie uses like the actual scripting, like the way that people talk. They're just like these awkward pauses and like long stretches of silence that work really well to like bring emotion into some scenes. So really good coming of age drama film.
Nice. All right, we're going down to number 21. Oh, that's just the regular floor. What floor am I on? Level 30, right. Number 21. Finding Nemo for me. This is like one of my favorite like Pixar films, Disney Pixar films. Like, I remember watching it more. I had a hard time actually picking which Pixar films I liked the most out of every single one. And Finding Nemo was just one of those movies like I enjoyed a lot as a kid. I enjoyed like Monsters Inc., the Toy Story films and all that, but the Finding Nemo was just like, I don't know, I like the journey of a dad trying to like redeem, like make sure his one and only son is safe and try to save him and all that stuff. I like that story more than Finding Dory. I did watch Finding Dory. I don't know, Finding Dory's movie was just like not as complex in a sense as Finding Nemo, in my opinion. I enjoy Finding Nemo more because it's just like that journey and that travel and that like I guess character development, trying to save his own son, and also learning a lot of things along the way.
Alright, my number 21 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I remember hearing that.
Drawn film from the 70s. It's based on a novel, and I like this movie a lot. I actually do prefer the book, because I read it in high school for an AP Lit class, and just like we dug really deep into the themes of the book, and it's like one that I still enjoy reading. I've read it a couple more times since then, and it's a really good novel. Like I'd say the novel is probably like within my top 10 favorite novels, but the film is number 21 on my list. It's just like a really heartfelt story, like really well acted between like Jack Nicholson and the I don't remember his name, but the actor who plays the character Chief Bromden. It takes kind of a different spin on the story, because in the novel is narrated by a first-person narrator who's like silent for like the first half of the novel. So you're just like inside his head, but he never speaks at all. And so the way they did it in the movie is instead they focused more on Jack Nicholson's character as the protagonist of the film. But it's like a group of people who live in a mental asylum, and like all like they're all committed there like voluntarily, because they just don't have like the courage to really take their lives back into their own hands, and like, you know, the courage to like go back out into society and be like normal functioning people. But like Jack Nicholson's character is just super like wild and edgy and crazy, and like inspires them to like act out more and be like more sure of themselves, and like inspires the characters to like become better friends with each other, to believe more in themselves. And yeah, I prefer the novel more, but the movie is a really solid adaptation. I really like it a lot. It's on its own.
Did it make you go cuckoo?
Dude, go to the next floor. Stop.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh wait. Well, dang it.
Hey, it's Carl's turtle. King K.
Not exactly King K because it's golden. Has to be golden.
Yeah, it's a different color. It's King K's cousin.
King K rule.
Say.
Yeah. Let's see. Next on my list, I don't remember who exactly directed this. I think it might be the same guy who directed Parasite. I have to double check on that really quickly. But it's a movie called A Taxi Driver, a Korean film. It was basically a film where it takes place during a Korean like oppression. So basically some really higher ups wanted to basically shut down an entire city. There's no news coming out of them or in. So there's no way to going in, there's no way to go out. You're basically trapped inside the city. And anybody who tries to say anything, the news or anything like that, they get immediately killed. Get destroyed and everything. And like university kids and all this stuff get like started riots, try to free themselves, and it was impossible. But because like there's no one knew what was going on, no one in the world knew. It's just only hear rumors, and that's it. So basically, a taxi driver helped. Basically, a German news reporter decides to travel and hired a taxi driver who was supposed to speak English to help him get in. But this taxi driver hears this, who barely speaks his English, takes the job, and brings the news reporter in. Like, he just wants the money because he is poor. In the end, they go into the city and they start learning more about what is going on. It's a very, very sad movie, and I appreciate it more so about everything that I did not even know what was in the Korean film. So,
yeah, I'm looking this up. So you're talking about A Taxi Driver is the title of the movie. It's a Korean movie.
Yeah, A Taxi Driver.
It's not the director of Parasite, but yeah, this looks interesting too.
It's a very sad movie. Like,
it's a recent one.
Yeah, I was like expecting it to be one of those like regular K-dramas that my dad watches, and it was just like, okay. But when I was watching it, and especially when it gets like to the second half, it was just like, God, it's actually very depressing. But it's such a well-written and acted movie. Like, I appreciate the actor who plays the taxi driver. Like, he did a phenomenal job for the entire movie. I recommend it if you're ever interested in it.
Yeah, I'll have to look this up. I thought you were talking about the old movie Taxi Driver at first.
Yeah, I had to
I was like, that movie's not Korean, is it?
No, I had to be very clear about it. Like, it's A Taxi Driver, a Korean film, 2017.
Yeah. Yep.
All
right, my wow, we're on number 20 now. My number 20 is the film Malcolm X, which I guess the movie has kind of a vague title, but it's a movie by Spike Lee, and it's basically a biopic based on Malcolm X's autobiography, starring Denzel Washington as Malcolm X. And it's a very long film. It's over 3 hours, because it basically, to the best of his ability, like, Spike Lee makes a movie that's like totally dramatizing Malcolm X's entire life based on reading his autobiography and like watching a lot of his speeches and documentary films about him. And like, Denzel Washington like really does an outstandingly convincing job like portraying Malcolm X and like his speech and mannerisms and appearance and everything. And yeah, it's just a really solid movie, like showing like all of his life, like the beliefs that he had at different points in his life, the way he grew and changed. His story of being like at first like a really smart, gifted kid to like losing hope and becoming kind of like a drug dealer and a criminal as a teenager, to like reforming himself in prison and becoming like a civil rights activist and faith leader as he got out of jail, and like goes all the way from his Malcolm X's childhood all the way to his death. And it's just a really outstandingly made film dramatizing his life. Probably like one of the best biopics ever made.
I think I remember hearing about that and I want to watch it, but 3 hours, man, that's a long time.
Yeah. Well, it covers the guy's entire life, but it is a really outstanding movie.
Got it. All right. Well, need to.
Speaking of long movies, my next one.
My next one is not long, actually. It's actually pretty short. But so my
Is
next
it Jackbox games? Because that's what you're posting in Discord right now.
it's the next hint to the one of the Jackbox games that's going to be revealed Tuesday for Jackbox Party Pack 7.
Oh, this looks like another dating game.
It does, but it actually looks ridiculous. I don't know what to expect, okay? So I'm just updating everyone. But okay, so going on to my movie number 19. So this one is actually a more so because I really appreciate the message that it tells. It's Meet the Robinsons. It's a film basically where a kid fails his like show and tell invention and gets sent to the future to get inspired to make his show and tell invention because that helps him become a great person in the future. However, a guy is trying to steal his idea and everything and take credit for all of it. So that's basically the premise. And it's a film that's the story is very messy. It's like when you watch it, the film story, there's a lot of things about it, especially near the end, that I have many problems with. However, the reason why it's so high on my list is because its message, its overarching like story is actually really something that hits home. Like I wasn't expecting a lot in like this type of movie kind of thing. Like it hits harder than most like childhood movies that try to teach a lesson kind of thing. Like I actually appreciate this more as something like kind of an inspirational film in a sense. So it's one of those movies I recommend people watching at the very least to give it a try. Not the greatest movie of all time, but definitely one of those movies that I recommend people at least watching once. All right.
All right, my number 19, when I'm on the subject of long movies, is Schindler's List.
Oh, interesting.
There's another movie it goes over the 3-hour mark, and it's a drama about the Holocaust, directed by Steven Spielberg in the mid-90s, and in order to like kind of portray itself, it's very much framed as like almost being like a documentary dramatization of the Holocaust. So it was made in the 90s, but it's a black and white film. And it stars Liam Neeson as the real life, at the time, businessman Oskar Schindler, who basically wanted to be able to make a ton of money during World War II. So he lived in Germany and basically wanted to like sell like metal products and like join the Nazi Party just for like the business connections he can make by doing that. But as he realizes over time of what the Nazis were doing to the Jews in the concentration camps, he like uses his connections to like slowly like recruit people out of the concentration camps to work in his factories as essential workers, just as a way of him being able to save as many lives as he possibly can, while also at the same time like using bribery and like all sorts of other business connections to like not produce any actual weaponry for the war effort or for the Germans, to sabotage their operations as he learns what's going on with the German army. So it's a documentary-ish drama film. It's a really emotional and really disturbing movie to watch, of course, because it's about the Holocaust and like dramatizes several different periods of that time of like neighborhoods being cleared out, life in the concentration camps, just the mass execution of a whole lot of people. Some of the scenes toward the end are like huge tearjerkers for me. Just like it's hardly even a spoiler because obviously you know how things are gonna more or less end up. Like as Jews are being set free, there's just this moment where like Liam Neeson is like people are like, you've done so much, but he feels like he could have done more, even though he like personally bankrupted himself just to like get as many people out of the camps and save as many lives as he possibly could. And just like, because it was made like decades after the Holocaust, like the movie goes all through that period, but then has like this conclusion of like present day where you see like the people who are still alive today because of him. So like what I'm saying, and like it kind of sounds like spoilers because of course like it's a movie that you kind of know the general idea of how it end up, because it's a movie based on real history, but if you haven't seen this movie, you really need to watch it. It's a very historically important film, brilliantly acted by Liam Neeson and a lot of others, and it's just one of the most moving drama films you'll ever see.
Yeah. That's interesting. But, alright. Let's go on to the next floor and to the next movie, which is movie number 18. Alright, no moving guy. I'm kind of sad for that, because I want to get more moving guys.
Is it still RNG throughout like the entire pit? Like, can you still get the movers in like the last 10 floors or something?
Oh yeah. Hello, Jake of Wii. Welcome to my stream. What movie are you asking about? You're talking about Kyle's last spot.
Last one I talked about was Schindler's List.
So what we're doing currently is doing a little bit of a podcast where Kyle and I are currently listing our top 50 movies first for the first 50 floors of the Pit of 100 Trials, and the last 50 of the pit will be our top 50 video game musics. So right now we are on number 18, and I need to pay attention. All right. On my list, my movie list, I listed Treasure Planet as my number 18. It's a beautifully underrated movie that I wish got better publicity. It's just one of those movies that it definitely could have done a lot better. It just was shoehorned by Disney and did not do so well. It's an underrated film. It's a retelling of the novel Treasure Island, but in space. And it adds a little bit more to it in certain cases, which I think is for the better. I honestly never read the novel, so I can't say for certain parts, but I believe that there are some moments where they rewritten it so that it's more so about the journey and the interaction with the characters, and I enjoy it, and it still holds up as one of the more beautiful animated films of all time, in my opinion, in 2D wise at the very least.
Alright, my number 18 is... That's where we are, right? Yep. No, number 18 is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. It's a satirical comedy about the Cold War and the arms race. This movie came out in 1964, and it's actually a black and white film for budget reasons. Basically, it's about the Cold War of that time, where an American military general goes crazy and issues a code to launch a nuclear first strike on the Soviet Union that has such an absurdly complicated process that it can't be undone, and they're just forced to nuke the Soviet Union, and the government is going crazy, being oh my god, what do we do? And it's an American film, I guess. I mean, the director Stanley Kubrick, he's American, but he was living in Britain at the time, I'm pretty sure, because he spent most of his adult life living in Britain. But I guess you could say an American movie, but it feels very Monty Python-esque in terms of just some of the goofy interactions between the characters, and the way the movie ends up. A lot of the actor performances are really crazy. There's the same actor plays 3 different characters in the movie, I think, and particularly plays one who's just this really gung-ho American military general who just wants to nuke everything, and his performance is so goofy and over the top that at one point the director just wanted him to be as wild as possible, so he did a take where he was ranting about something while walking back and forth, and he goes so crazy that he accidentally trips and falls over and does a somersault in place and gets up and keeps walking while still talking the entire time. And it looks so ridiculous. And the actor actually did that completely on accident during that take and wanted the director to not use that footage. But the director thought it was so funny that he decided to use that in the final movie, which really pissed the actor off. So, it's just a really goofy and ridiculous movie, a satire of the Cold War.
Alright, let's...
Dr. Strangelove. I guess I should say the names of these movies after I've described them. The movie is Dr. Strangelove.
Yep. Alright, number 17. Okay, so no new mover. My number 17 movie is actually The Matrix. So it's the first one. So I actually enjoy the Keanu Reeves. Like I enjoyed all the action sequences. It was a very cool movie to watch, and one of those movies that I think really holds up to this day as a film that I guess people should watch, because like it was made in like the 1990s, and yet it still looks great. I like the action sequences. I like the story. It is also very intense. So I think I watched it like when I was really young, so which was surprising. And
what movie was this? Sorry, Nick.
The Matrix.
Ah, okay.
So
I haven't seen Matrix. Yeah, I keep meaning to.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie. It's one of Keanu Reeves' best films, I consider at least. But then again, I haven't seen a lot of Keanu Reeves.
I guess where we're at with like people joining us on Twitch, I'll make sure to say the name of the movie again after I finish describing it, just so people aren't like lost. So my number 17 is The Green Mile. It's an and speaking of long movies, haha, this one's also like 3 hours long, and so it's very much a Friday night movie for me. You know, it's like one I only have time to watch on like a Friday or Saturday night. But it's an adaptation of a Stephen King novella series, which I actually haven't read the books this movie is based off of, but I like the movie a lot. Basically, Tom Hanks is a prison guard during the Great Depression, and he works on like a death row prison block, like a group of inmates who are all sentenced to be executed. And one of them is a new inmate named John Coffey, who's like a really gigantic black man with like it's like sort of a supernatural kind of movie. He's got like these like supernatural like healing powers. He's sort of like presented as a sort of like gifted like sort of Christ-like figure in a way. And yeah, like I really like the cast of characters in this movie and how they interact. A lot of the prisoners are really goofy and weird, and the prison guards are all pretty memorable characters as well. Like there's like a lot of drama stuff going on, but just a lot of like also kind of wacky antics among like the guards and the prisoners. And it's a long movie, but a good one that I recommend watching. One of my favorite Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah, I never watched The Green Mile, but I heard it was actually pretty good. One of those films like I probably put on the list of things I would watch, but not right away. Let's see. I'll get the fuzzy. I just want some cornbread. That's what Jake says. Next on my list, I have Inception, a Christopher Nolan film. I actually very much enjoy this film for like its complexity and its like thought process. Like it's something that really needed to be like thought out the entirety of. Otherwise, it like you'll get lost. So I appreciate the film. I think it's one of Christopher Nolan's better films, but I haven't seen all of it. And I think it's just one of those, and it's also, but the only thing I say about it is that it's one of those movies that if you get lost in it, you have a hard time catching up to what the story is. All right, your turn.
Oh, the viewer's also seen The Green Mile because he's referencing it.
The only scene that I remember from that movie was where he grabs the guy's nuts.
Yep.
and then he goes home and fucks his wife.
Wow.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, that's like a thing that happens in the movie. Like Tom Hanks' character has like a really bad bladder infection, and then like the man with the magical powers like cures it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes home, and his wife is very thankful.
All right, Kyle.
All right, next movie on my list, this is number 16, is Monty Python's Life of Brian. This is actually, I'm a big Monty Python fan, and I like watched a certain other movie among the Monty Python movies many times, and had watched like the TV series a lot growing up. My mom and I both enjoyed it a lot, and but I'd never seen Life of Brian actually until like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it here on Netflix, and like Life of Brian, like it's some people consider it to be like the best Monty Python film. It's a very funny one. It's also like it's it's very much an R-rated movie. Like they get the jokes are a lot more vulgar in this one, so I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it with my mom when I was in like middle school. Like there's some like just kind of funny, immature like dick humor every now and then, and like some scenes in the movie. There's also a point where, for comedic effect, like Graham Chapman, one of the Monty Python actors who plays the main character, like opens up like the window curtains and is standing completely naked. Like you see like everything just for like comedic effects, just standing there straight naked, just looking at the camera. And basically, the movie is just like a satire of like Christianity, where like there's a baby boy named Brian who's born like right next door to Jesus Christ. And like a group of like people like worshippers come and like they worship Brian because they like get the wrong address. So like people think that Brian is like the Messiah, even though he's just like an ordinary dorky dude. So it's like a satire on Christianity and like the like biblical tales and like, but there's also just kind of some funny like allusions to like British politics at the time too. So it's a really fun, goofy, vulgar comedy movie.
Follow the gods.
I'm not the Messiah.
He's made the virgin.
Okay, you want my word? Well, fuck off.
So my next movie is Star Wars Episode 5, The Emperor Strikes Back. That movie is actually, I was like debating between Episode 3 and 5, but I think I enjoyed 5 more due to the fact that I watch it more so than oh well, God, Mario, don't run away. God, you ran away because you got stupid confused. Oh well, but I enjoyed both 3 and 5, but I think I like 5 more due to like it's more dark and all that stuff. But nonetheless, and I consider it a really big turning point in the characters. All right, Kyle.
All right, that was to reiterate. That was Star Wars Episode 5: The Empire Strikes Back. And yeah, I would consider that to be my favorite of the original trilogy as well, even though I haven't really watched Star Wars all that much. My number 15 is The Terminator. And so Terminator, the start of that series with James Cameron, it's like the first Terminator movie was very low budget. It was made on like, I think $6 million in 1984. And it was inspired by low budget horror films like Halloween. So like, the first Terminator movie has like a lot of horror elements to it, which I really enjoy. Like just like this totally unstoppable, giant muscular Terminator figure is chasing Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor, and they have like really no way of being able to fight back against the Terminator. They just have to like slow him down as they try to escape from him. And yeah, it's a low-budget movie, but it's one that I still like a lot. Like, I think it still holds up really well as, like, a fun, like, sci-fi action movie with, like, horror elements to it. Arnold Schwarzenegger hardly says anything throughout, like, the entire movie because he could barely speak English at the time they were making it. But, of course, there are memorable lines like, "I'll be back" and "fuck you, asshole." Yeah, the first Terminator, it's a movie I still like a lot.
All right. So, this is kind of funny because Kyle actually mentioned this movie before me. It's Schindler's List as my number 14.
Oh, you put it higher than me. Okay. I thought, yeah, because you were like interesting, and I was like, it's on your list too, isn't it?
I mean, it's one of those movies I actually do enjoy watching it from time.
Yeah,
like,
Schindler's
time to
List
time.
is great. Yeah.
I consider it higher than Social Network by a long shot because I find Schindler a lot more redeeming. Like, yeah, he's not a great person, but he has a lot more redeeming factors in the god dang it. In the end, other than Mark Zuckerberg, and I just prefer him more so than like any other like character that in the movie like Schindler. I like Schindler's plan and like all the black and white, the filmography, like everything. Like I know Kyle mentioned this before, so I'm just gonna say like I just enjoyed the movie more so than a lot of the movies I've listed so far due to like it just was really dark.
Yeah, and you mentioned about how he's like redeemable and that like Oscar Schindler, he's not presented as being like a perfect person in the movie. Like he was like a flawed guy with like issues with like women, like a lot of like adultery and stuff like that. That what he did with what he had was what both made him like an outstanding person as a real life character, and like what made the movie a drama with a really fantastic conclusion to it.
Yep. What's yours?
All right, my number. Let me click over my list. My number 14 is it's Terminator 2: Judgment Day. So there's only one instance in my entire list where I put like a kind of a series or multiple movies like lumped together in the same spot on my list. But I put Terminator 2: Judgment Day over the original Terminator because, well, I do still like the Terminator a lot for being like this like low budget action movie with horror elements to it. Like Terminator 2 is like, it's an outstanding sequel, one of the best sequels ever made. They went from making this really low budget first Terminator movie to making Terminator 2, which was at the time it was released in 1991, it was the highest budget movie ever made. So just like this super high budget action movie with all kinds of cool chase scenes and fight scenes and special effects. For a movie made in the early 90s, it still holds up really well today with the special effects of like, it won an Oscar for its visuals of like the liquid metal effects with the new Terminator, who like does all these things where he's like becoming like liquid metal and like moving through like elevator doors and like shape shifting and stuff. And the funny thing is, I watched this movie not having like, obviously it was made a couple years before Nick and I were born, and like, I watched it actually not really knowing too much about the movie, so, like, I mean, I guess I knew how it ends up with, like, Schwarzenegger being the good guy, but, like, the thing about the movie is that they unfortunately marketed it as, like, showing that Schwarzenegger was playing, like, a good guy Terminator in this movie, which is kind of annoying that they made that mistake, because, like, if you're just watching the movie, the way they set it up is, like, you don't even know that Schwarzenegger isn't playing a bad guy until, like, the moment of truth, where, like, you got Schwarzenegger's Terminator and the new Terminator are both like trying to find young John Connor, and they're just like pursuing him, and like you can assume safely if you've seen the first movie that Schwarzenegger's Terminator is about to like go kill John Connor, but in like the moment this confrontation happens, the other Terminator is trying to kill John Connor, and Schwarzenegger's like, get down, and they like fight together and stuff, and it's just like a really epic action movie, really well shot. And yeah, a lot of action. There's like these cool themes about like the at the time it was made, it was like the end of the Cold War, so there's this stuff about just like humanity destroying itself with this technology, and like, that's kind of where they get at a certain point in the movie where it's like stuff about, I'll get past the movie soon, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this Cold War theme about like how we need to like get rid of the weapons we have because humanity's destroying itself. And yeah, that's all I'll say about Terminator 2.
Yep. All right, let's move on.
I'll be shorter in my descriptions from here on out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just getting very late, and we're already getting past the marker of Yu-Gi-Oh. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Next on my list, just gonna keep it brief. We're gonna go with Jumanji, the Welcome to the Jungle. Not the first one, the sequel. I did enjoy Robin Williams one, but the sequel one had more a comedy. It was big detour, but it's one of the only movies that actually made me laugh multiple times, even after watching it more than once. So I enjoy the film because it has such a great chemistry and did such a good job keeping the Jumanji name. I like that one more so than the next level one. I'll say that.
Alright, my number 13 is Apocalypse Now. It's based on the novel Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, but taken into like the Vietnam War era, and it's this really like dark and intense like Vietnam War film.
All right. Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and I just wanted to watch that movie, but we'll get around to
it's
that.
a fairly lengthy one. Like the last act of the movie is like super intense.
Yep. Okay, so Jake, I never watched any Godfather movie. So, shocker. So, I can't say...
I haven't seen any of the Godfathers either.
So, I can't say anything about Godfather 2, Part 2, unfortunately. My next film, number 12, is actually Ron Howard film. It is Apollo 13. I really enjoyed the chemistry between the actors and like the intensity and like, oh, things could go wrong and things do go wrong, and just only at the very end, like, you know how the story ends, because if you look up anything about Apollo 13, it's the news and all that stuff, but it's a great suspense film in my opinion. I would highly recommend people who is at least interested in like the space travels and like how people dealt real life dealings in space. It's just like, it's a really great film. I highly recommend it.
All right, yeah. I've had a bad habit of looking at my list rather than the game when I'm reading these, and that's why I take too long talking. So
Yeah.
I'll be quick because we're about to go on. But my number 12, right?
Yep.
Yeah, number 12 is 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's like one of the OG, like really visually striking science fiction films.
Oh yeah, that's one movie I have never watched.
It's a slow-paced one. It's a weird one, but I like it a lot.
All right.
My dad took me to see that when I was like 11, and like I just totally was just like, what?
It stretches on. It's a very slow-paced movie.
It's not easy for a lot of
How
people.
old were you?
It would be an easy movie for a very young person to watch.
Yep.
When you watched it, how old were you?
I was in high school.
Okay, yeah, because like I can imagine like any other 11-year-old were to watch it, they probably would have been like me, where they were like, "Why am I?
Oh yeah, I remember watching a little bit and it
Where's
just got
the
bored.
action?"
Yep.
Exactly.
So my number 11 movie is Wall-E. Yeah, Wall-E. It's the second Pixar film on my list, and I really like the space genre, but it's like it showed like basically characters that did not even really talk in any capacity, but showcased a lot of emotion, interaction, and just overall just like you sympathize these robots, and I really like that take.
All right, my number 11 is Sorry to Bother You, which is a recent like kind of black comedy satirical movie. It's about race in America. It's about capitalism. It's about telemarketing. It's just a really zany, absurdist movie that like, it's a flawed movie, but it's a unique one. So that's why it's so high up on my list.
Don't be sorry for bothering me. I was gonna say. Well, now we're into top 10s, Kyle.
We are top 10 movies.
So yeah, top 10. My number 10 movie is actually Pirates of the Caribbean 1. I like this. I haven't never watched this. I watched this like after I watched 2 and 3, and I do enjoy 2. But this movie was it was really good because it played on so many parts that ultimately concluded at the very end. Like, it built up a lot and finally concluded with a satisfying ending, and that's what I really liked about the movie. And it's also a Pirates film.
All right, my number 10 is Blade Runner 2049. It's the sequel to Blade Runner. It was made 25 years after the first movie, but like, it's the sort of thing where like, oh my god, how could they possibly make a sequel to Blade Runner all these years later? But like, it definitely was not a cash grab movie. It's a sci-fi movie made with just like a real like artistic vision to it. It was directed by Denis Villeneuve, who also directed Arrival. And you know, it's a sequel that they made because they wanted to make a really strong sequel, and that's why Harrison Ford is on board with it. They were like, "What made you want to be in a Blade Runner sequel?" And he was like, "Dude, I read the script."
Ha, that's funny. Yeah,
so it's a really beautiful, like really visually beautiful, and really like, it's a sequel that like expands on the themes of the first movie, adds some more elements to it, and like doesn't, because I'm not going to explain what I mean by this because of spoilers, but like it doesn't take away from like the lore and theories of the first movie and what it does by making a sequel. So
yeah, Jerry,
it's a really good sequel that like justifies its purpose.
Well, that's a good thing instead of being a cash grab.
Yeah, it actually wasn't too like financially successful when it came out because it's just like such a cult movie, and like it's a very long one too, and so it didn't have not enough showtime in theaters.
Yeah, no, I think I got that. So number 9 on my list is Jurassic Park, the original. I loved it as a kid, and I still, like, with the CG and with the animatronics, it still holds up to this day as one of the best, like, films of that era. Like, visually speaking as well. So, hang on to your butts. It's one of those, like, really good suspenseful wild ride ones.
All right, for me, number 9 is the Toy Story trilogy. This is the only thing on the list where I put multiple movies in the same spot, because it's just hard to choose. I mean, if I had to say what my favorite Toy Story is, it would be Toy Story 3, hands down. I still haven't seen the 4th, but, like, I just love Toy Story. All 3 of these movies, like, the first 2 have a big spot in my early childhood. The 3rd one came out when I was, like, 14. Actually, I had just turned 15, so, like, it was Nick and I have talked about Toy Story before, so I won't elaborate too much, but Toy Story movies are just really outstanding movies, and they're my favorite animated movies ever.
Yep. I consider those as the best. Next one on my list is probably more so about, like, nostalgia and a guilty pleasure. Pokemon, the first movie. It's not the best Pokemon, like, not the best written movie, but it's definitely, like, holds in my childhood. I loved it as a kid, and I loved watching the Pokemon battles and, like, all the pop songs, as Kyle would say.
My brother.
Exactly. So it's just a classic for me, which is why it's on my list. High up, especially.
Yep. All right. Number 8 for me is Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks plays this really quirky, goofy character. It's a movie that has, like, a lot of, like, historical references in it, like pop culture and, like, various historical events in the U.S. And the character Forrest Gump just kind of goes through all these historical events with his sort of, like, totally oblivious goofiness. So he's a really fun character to watch, but it's, like, a really emotionally moving movie as well. The soundtrack is great because it features, like, songs from all those different time periods as well. Just, like, it's a pop culture movie, but also a really moving one, and it, like, totally swept all the Oscars that year, and for good reason.
Yep. Tom Hanks is such a good actor. I think Forrest Gump won Best Picture that year, if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure it did, yeah.
Yeah. So my next on my list is Your Name, a movie that came out like about 2-3 years ago. I enjoyed that movie because it did something different than just a regular, like, a lover story. It's visually appealing. It was well acted, and I guess in a sense a satisfying ending. Like, I enjoyed it throughout. Like, when the second half happened, it was just like I was kind of shocked at it. Go for it.
All right, my number 7 is Whiplash. It's a movie about a kid who, like, goes to, like, a really advanced music school because he wants to be a professional jazz drummer, and has a really harsh and strict instructor. And it's a really good, like, drama movie. The dynamics between the characters are really, like, interesting to watch. And I was a band kid in high school, so it came out in college. I watched it then. It gave me some kind of funny, like, memories of, like, high school band. I'm sure my high school band teacher has seen it, and I'd love to hear what he has to say about this movie.
Oh, yeah. Still need to see that one, too. Forrest Gump did not win Best Pick? I thought it did. Huh. I guess it was nominated at the very least. I know that. Oh, God, there you go. So my next on my list, number 6, is Saving Private Ryan. I remember watching it, and it was just like the intensity of the first sequence was like it was harsh. And I appreciate the film for not throwing back any punches about war. Like, it's one of those films that I think it's the best war film I've seen to this day. Like, I've seen a good chunk of war films, and I still consider that film to be higher than any other war film. So, and it was also on a really low budget. So, yeah, I appreciate Steven Spielberg for not being holding back.
As far as I was thinking, like, as far as classics, like, of war films, I remember growing up watching Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
Wait,
All right, my number 6 is Do the Right Thing. It's a film by Spike Lee about like racial tensions in a neighborhood in Brooklyn. I love the movie because of like the themes it explores, or really the conflicts between the characters and what it says about our society. And it's also a movie that like the neighborhood feels very alive with all these characters who like really get like attention to the personalities of all the different characters. So kind of the way I feel about video games like Night in the Woods, with like how every character feels like there is a lot of attention in their writing. I feel the same way about Do the Right Thing and the way the characters are written in that movie.
Yep. Yeah, Kyle's not black. Next one is actually now my top 5. My number 5 is actually interesting because Kyle mentioned this already before. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I like this more than Terminator 1. I finally got to watch Terminator 1, but I consider this more on my list of movies that I like to watch, and I don't like to try to repeat on the same franchise. So I picked this overall than all the other Terminator movies I've watched. So not to repeat on anything, it's emotional, it added a lot more spectacle, and I enjoyed all the characters.
All right, we're number 5 right now. Number 5 for me is The Shawshank Redemption. A far superior adaptation of a Stephen King novella about a man who's sent to prison for murdering his wife and her lover, and he maintains his innocence, and just this really outstanding drama taking place in a prison with like the interactions between the characters, the messages of hope. The way the movie ends is just outstanding. One of the best movie endings ever. And just like, it's an amazing drama film. Grace hadn't watched it in forever, and then she saw it and she was like, Kyle, this is the best movie. And I agree. The Shawshank Redemption is great.
Oh, yeah. Yep, still have not seen that film at all. But it is plastic? Shawshank?
Huh?
I don't know what Jake is saying, like, what is plastic?
Keep going, Nick.
Well, I'm going down to 5, so we're gonna have to say our last 4 in, I guess, our first music, in a sense. So, okay, so in this order, so I have number 4 on mine is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I enjoy the film because it had great animation and a great story. I think it's a good movie for anyone to watch. Next one, number 3, is Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm a sucker for I'm a Dragon Ball fan, in and out, and it's a great movie for any Dragon Ball fans, and it's something right. Back to the Future 1 is always a movie I love going back to over and over again. So it's a great movie back in 1985. And I guess like Kyle can tell, my number 1 is Toy Story 3. That's my number 1
Oh,
movie.
that's your number 1 movie? Nice.
I really enjoy it. Like, I was looking at all of it, and it's like that hit me harder at home than any of the other films on my list. So I consider that my best film I have seen as of so far.
All right, so yeah, we're skipping 5 floors, which means we're going to read our 4 top movies and then go on to our music list. Yep. So, and I won't really elaborate on these movies too much because people know about them. So, number 4, Blade Runner. Number 3, The Shining. Number 2, Stand By Me. And number 1, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Boom. Top movie list.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, get on with it.
Get on with it.
On to the video game songs.
So I would say Kyle, you start with the video game songs because I did the movies.
Sure, yeah, we can switch up the order. So we're going into our list of our top 50 favorite video game songs. And we've done a thing where we're not going to choose more than one song from any particular video game. So my number 50 is a song called Girlfriend by a fake band called Cabbage Boy from Brutal Legend.
Oh,
And it's just like this really goofy song that sounds like a mix of like a bad parody of like Linkin Park and Blink-182. It's just like a super cheesy song that starts off sounding metal and then becomes like a dorky pop punk song.
That's funny. So mine one is actually kind of weird, but mine is Hagstrom from Minecraft. It's the default music that you hear when you play Minecraft. When you leave it on, like in the open world, I put that there because it's like a nice, relaxing piece of music. I don't know. It's one of those ones that I just like to listen to. It's like one of those like relaxing piece of music that I kept hearing, and it's not something I got tired of hearing.
It's like the ambient piano music, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just really chill.
It's very, very chill. Oh, so we said our top 50 already with our movies, so you missed like a good chunk of it. What we just said, our last films were literally was the 50. So now we move down.
Yeah, that was it. We're reading our top 50, so we're done. So Nick's number 1 is Toy Story 3. My number 1 is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yep. And so now we're on to our next our video game video game music list, which is our next list for it. Top 50. Hard to. I can't really say it as of right now. Because it's like we're running out of time and I need to like hurry up with this because I got other plans tonight. So, but it's like there's a lot of movies, so gonna have to say it another time. Let's see. So so on my next number 2 is for this floor is An Adventurer for Mario Party 5. It's like the intro song. It's nostalgic for me. I'm like kind of nostalgic biased on this one, but I enjoy it.
We can go through these pretty quickly, I guess, can't we?
Yeah.
Should I read these first from now on? Should I be the first one on each floor?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so we can do that from here on out.
Oh,
so my number 49 video game song is Fight Against Monsters. It's the battle theme from Super Mario RPG. It's really catchy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then this is number 3, because this is number 53. It's 52. Floor 52, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, no, floor 53. So yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, this is number 3. So Kyle, what's your number 3?
All right. So we're going up here from the bottom of our list from 50 to 1. So number 48 for me is the main daytime theme from Nintendo Land, which was kind of we used as the theme of this podcast as well at first. Yeah.
That music. Mine one is actually the theme song for Super Mario Brothers, the original.
The that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Best music, video game music is Chrono Trigger and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I've never played any of those games. Kyle plays Chrono Trigger though. So going down.
Next, number 47 for me is Fever. It's the theme from Dr. Mario.
Interesting. That's actually pretty typical because I remember you playing a lot of Dr. Mario.
I love Dr. Mario, dude.
Yeah. Mine is Donkey Kong Country's main theme song. It's like do 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 do. I remember playing that as a kid a lot, and it was one of my favorites to just chill and listen to. Because I actually played the game in full a couple times.
Yeah, it's a good one. I haven't really played any Donkey Kong games, so that didn't really come to my mind for video game music.
I recommend any of the Donkey Kong... well, I only played one, but Donkey Kong
I have
Country...
access to the first Donkey Kong Country game from, my Famicom, so I never got around to playing it. I'll have to do that at some point.
Mm-hmm. Getting through this.
Alright, new floor.
Yep, just go say it. Just go say it.
Alright, new floor. Number 46 is the Town Square theme from the Town Square level from Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation.
Town Square level.
What a jam.
What's that sound go? How's that song go?
Oh gosh, I can't hear it. I can't hear it in my head right now. But we'll be able to hear this when we make the YouTube playlists.
Oh yeah. Well, I already made my playlist. I have it already and everything. Let's see. Let's see. My one is "Want You Gone" from Portal 2. That's like the ending song.
Oh yeah.
I recently beat Portal 2 again, and it was just like, yeah, that's a catchy song. I actually enjoyed it. It's like, I just wish they could, like, what's the song go again? Such a pleasure, killed me twice, kind of thing.
Now I only want you. And boots you at the door with the companion cube.
That one was actually a pretty cool ending. Alright, Kyle, you're up.
Alright, next number 45 is Misty Rain from Mega Man ZX. Which is kind of a more obscure Mega Man game on the DS, but it had some pretty good music. And this is one of the level themes that I like.
Mega Man DX?
ZX.
ZX. I heard DX.
It was like the sort of spiritual successor series to Mega Man Zero from Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
They only made 2 of them.
I got it. Earth Tremor. Gotta do this. So, my... what was it? Number 6? Or number 5? Kyle?
Sorry, what?
Is it number 6 or number 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be your 6th on your list.
Alright, yeah. God dang it.
So number 45.
Yeah. Well, I'm going through 1 through 6 actually on mine because I actually reversed my numbers. But mine is I know Uta from Pikmin.
Oh, the Song of Love.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a big Pikmin fan, and when I first heard it, I was just like, oh, that's depressing now. I feel very sad for sacrificing a bunch of my Pikmin. It's one of those songs that I like listening to every once in a while, but I also feel very sad about it. Alright. Going on to number 7 now.
Alright, next for me, number 44 is Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic.
Oh, Scenic.
Do 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 do.
Wait. I couldn't even pay attention to what was saying. Like everyone was singing it too much.
Okay, Green Hill Zone is classic, dude.
I never grew up with Sonic, so unfortunately that's not something
I had it on the Sega Genesis.
Oh, you had a Sega Genesis?
I didn't play this game until I was like 14, so from that Genesis collection we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
But I had it like since I was like, because the console was older than I was, so I had it since as long as I was able to play video games, because it was my mom's.
Mom. Hold on. How do I fix? Oh, right. I got an idea. Vivian. Fetch or Fiery Jinx. Right.
Hey, bro, what's your jam?
Give me a second. I'm trying to pay attention. My next song is actually the DK rap. Funny enough. From Donkey Kong 64. Not the Melee version. Donkey Kong 64, because it actually has all the other ones.
He has no style.
That really is a jam. DK. Donkey Kong. Alright, next for me, number 43 is Hometown, aka AC/DC Town from Mega Man Battle Network 2. It's the song the main character's hometown. It's really catchy. I just as a little kid, I'd run around town for several minutes at a time just to listen to the song.
Alright. My next one is the main title from Epic Mickey. I remember hearing that, and it's actually a classic Disney song. So, it's like a classic Disney song. I need to play that game more, but it's a good song. Kyle, next 5.
Oh shit, got a warp. So let me just highlight real quick to make sure I read enough of them. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be from number 42 to number 38, which are for me, Bianco Hills from Super Mario Sunshine, Oreburgh City from Pokemon Diamond Pearl Platinum, Big Apple 3 AM from TMNT 4 Turtles in Time, the Wind Race theme from Crash Team Racing, and Boggly Woods from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Nice. So mine is Menu 1 from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Main theme of Punch Out, which is both. I heard the NES one, but I also heard the Wii one, and I prefer the Wii one remix overall. And then the main theme from Luigi's Mansion. I like the original with Luigi humming, but the Brawl version is the classic one for me. And then I got the overture for Dragon Warrior / Quest Monsters, depending on where you got your game from. And the main theme of Team Fortress 2. It's been a while since I last heard some of this.
Alright, this puts us on a new song, right?
Yep.
Alright, for me, it would be number 37, Roost Cafe from the Animal Crossing series. Which is also pretty much the same, but slightly different instrumental arrangements in each game.
Oh, yeah. So my next one is, funny enough, higher on the list than Kyle's list, Nintendo Land, the main theme. So basically, the daytime. God dang it, I messed that up. That was my bad. Dang it. I mean, I recently just heard it when I tried to boot it up, so it's one of those ones I'm trying to get back. I don't know what SOTN is.
Symphony of the Night.
Huh?
Symphony of the Night.
Oh, I never played that game, so I can't say for certain. I never heard any of the musics from them.
Castlevania?
Yeah, I never played any Castlevania games in my life. Which is why it's not on my list.
So all the songs you listed, it has to be. You have to play them?
No, this is my personal list. This is one thing, like, I either had listened to them, because for some of these ones, I never really played / beat. So, it's just, but I heard these songs multiple times.
Yeah, I think my entire
I
list
like
is
it.
games that I've actually played myself.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure.
I only picked try to pick one from one, like, franchise, in a sense, so... try to make it like even distribution. So Kyle, you're up.
Alright, number 36, Stone Tower Temple from Zelda Majora's Mask.
Stone Tower Temple. I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the later dungeons in the game.
I just don't know what the theme is all.
It's pretty jammin' though. Pretty jammin' dungeon music.
I'll take your word for it. Mine one is, I think Kyle would actually have a nice giggle at this. Tetris main theme, especially the 99 version. I never played the original at all. I should play the classic NES just because, but
I had the Game Boy Virtual Console version of my 3DS.
Oh really?
Yep. Same with the Game Boy version of Dr. Mario.
Yeah. I only played the 99 version. So that is where I'm at with Tetris. Alright.
Alright, next for me, number 35 is
item.
Come On, which is the battle theme from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. It's so catchy that Mario and Luigi are always dancing to it during battles.
Come On?
It's called Come On. It's the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga battle theme.
Got it. Oh, there it is. Oh, that song. I forgot about that song. Mario does not dance. Mario dance DDR. So this one's a weird one that I don't know if any of you have ever heard. From Battle Block Theater, I like the song "Buckle Your Pants."
Buckle your pants.
Buckle your pants. Come on your shirt and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Basically, it's like that game. Battle Block Theater is a really cooperative type of game. It's really quirky. It's weird, but I like it, and it just fits with the quirkiness of it. And the song is just super catchy in my opinion. It's stupid, but it's catchy, and the humor is there. It's the same people who made Castle Crashers. I think it's got Behemoth. Yep. Stupid for sure. Oh, come on. That didn't kill the Lakitu? Well, I'm about to level up soon, so that should be okay.
Yeah, level ups are a good strat to have in the pit.
I mean, I'm gonna level up soon, that's for sure.
I mean, you've been keeping your HP consistently up this whole time anyway because of your badges, but...
I just have to make sure that any of my partners that are gonna go down get the boost.
Yep. Alright, number 34 for me is the opening plus title theme from Mega Man 2 on NES.
Oh, got it.
Do 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 do.
I don't think that's the opening title. That's actually different. I don't know.
That part's the title screen. The opening is like the do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. But yeah, it's like basically two songs that lead into each other.
Oh, you said NES. Okay.
Yeah, the NES.
Yep.
So my next one is a classic for everyone. Still Alive from Portal. Do, 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 do. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Yeah, well, it's one of those songs that I just like hearing every once in a while. Oh, really? Yeah, I hear it every once in a while. God dang it, I need to figure this out. Don't throw a can in my audience. Just can it. Oh, you hear Mega Man. Okay, gotcha. Slightly unclear, but okay. Shoot, I don't even know if I'm gonna hit it. Okay, good, I hit it. It's one of the things I don't like to risk, spending flower points in this fog. Alright, Kyle, you're up.
Alright, number 33 is Yell Dead Cell, which is a boss battle theme from Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I believe it was also in the Brawl soundtrack.
Was it?
Yeah, because, you know, Snake being in there, so they took a couple of Metal Gear Solid songs.
Yeah, but I don't know how much Konami actually gave, is all. I mean, more than Square at the very least, though. Yeah. For me... let's see. Let's go Super Hammer. Mine is Bowser's Galaxy Generator from Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's basically
The final level, but well,
I like the final level. I don't know. I just like one of those. It's one of those songs. It's just it's hard to listen to a lot of the time though. It's like I like the epicness, but the fight itself, because it's one of the reasons why I didn't pick it. It's so easy and short. I just wish they did something better for that.
you hear the second half of the song.
You barely do. Like, if you know what to do, like, you immediately lose, like, the rest of it. You hear 10 seconds and that's it. Lost the ain't you? Okay, there we go. And then boom. Does the zap pop, like, the zap candy give me zap powers, Emoto, or is it still okay? Like, it just works for flower points. I don't know if it does give me zap powers or not. Actually, I'm just zap powers, so it doesn't really matter. Kyle.
Alright, next song for me, number 32, is Vegetable Valley from Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Which Nightmare in Dreamland is a remake of Kirby's Adventure for the NES, but I played the Game Boy Advance remake of that game when I was really young, so that version of the song is the one that I remember.
Nice. So this is a little awkward for this. Well, my current one is. Hold on, I need to explode it a second. There we go. That should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. So this one is mine. Is the Mega Man 2 melody, specifically the remix from Ultimate / Smash 4. I never grew up with the NES one, so I can't really say that I like that music. I like the version that I grew up with, which is
the Mega Man 2 medley. You said?
Yeah, medley. That's what the one on YouTube it said when I was looking it up.
So it's just like a medley of songs from that game?
It's mainly the main theme, from what I can tell.
Okay. Yeah, Mega Man 2 had a really good soundtrack.
Yep.
Alright, next for me, number 31, is the title theme from Super Mario World.
Now I was gonna say do. That's
which
Super
is
Mario
the it's the do. That one.
Oh right, that one. Got it.
Same.
We're having a theme here where we just do a lot of main themes, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it is when it's like a lot of title screen music or battle themes. Like they're the songs that you hear the most when you're playing the game instead of the ones that really like stick out to you for the nostalgia.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Just like when I was making my list, it's kind of hard not to think of the main theme. So mine is where is it? The classic Pokemon opening theme from Red and Blue. Oh god. Gonna have to figure this out. Let's see. There we go. Got rid of that. Oh man, does a lot of damage.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Shoot. I need to figure this out. Okay, got rid of the Lakitus. Oh, shiza, no.
Uh-oh. Safe.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if I lose that, I am gonna get my, health and stuff back. Which is why
Yeah.
I haven't been, like, too willy-nilly about it.
I like how just to taunt you immediately get another poison mushroom from the slot reel.
Yeah. It sucks. Okay, so yeah, I can't destroy them when they did like that. Never tried that before.
Hiding. There it is. It shows its face.
Now you're dead. Oh, what? I only got 1 star point for that? Really?
Oh.
That's BS!
Yeah, I guess it might be that way for a little while longer.
No, I got a lot last time.
Huh. All right, number 30 for me is the prologue theme from Shadow of the Colossus. It's just like a very atmospheric, like orchestral theme as the character is like riding across the landscape.
Oh. Yeah, so for me, I like the Final Destination and Brawl music. Yeah, so... What? That didn't affect him? How strong is this thing? I guess I'm gonna have to do R attack. Yeah, Kyle likes the Shadow Colossus... What? Oh, the main theme you said?
That was the prologue.
Oh, prologue, yeah. I never played Shadow Colossus, so I don't know.
It's like the very beginning of the game, basically.
Yeah, I never heard of that, but Final Destination Brawl, I think all of us should have heard at least once. I mean, we all played Brawl at some point.
I know, because you broke my Wii playing it.
I wasn't the one that broke the Wii. Oh, man. Getting through
There's the level up.
Yeah, there it is.
Strategic level up.
I'm gonna go with more FP, because that's what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Cool, now I got my refund on health and flowers. Let's see.
Alright, next for me is number 29 is Autumn from a game called Proteus. This is more of like a segment of the game than one song, because like Proteus is kind of like an indie, like colorful walking simulator game. It's a little bit hard to describe. Maybe I'll stream it sometime, because it's more of just like a walking simulator. You're just kind of exploring the environment. But it has really ambient music that I like a lot, so Autumn is just like a segment of the ambient music of the game.
I gotcha. I think I might have made a bad choice to do this one. There we go. There we go. Oh, that chain shop has a badge. I didn't even notice that. All right, there we go. Oh, well, that failed.
Oof.
There we go. Alright, let's see. Final Assassination. Yep. Next one.
Next one for me.
Yep.
Alright, for me, number 28 is Beneath the Mask from Persona 5, which is the song that plays in the cafe where the character lives, just the really chill, like, do.
That song. Got it.
It's super chill.
Actually, this one is, if Justin's still watching, this is gonna be a favorite of his. Yeah, I picked the main theme from Overwatch. I played that a lot on PC, and it was like, I like the theme. I was like having a hard time whether to put it on my list or not, but it's like, yeah, I'll listen to it. Just die.
You're making the chain shop cry.
I don't care if the chain shop cries.
Now you're about to make this turtle do crunches. Or not, he's still standing.
Oh, he does piercing. Got it.
There we go, now he's doing crunches.
I mean, he's struggling with the crunches. Oh, there's a fire flower. Actually, I could pick that up because I spent a couple items. I actually spent a couple items.
Alright, number 27 for me is the opening theme from Pokemon Ruby Sapphire Emerald version.
How funny that we're both doing
The opening
Pokemon.
theme in the title screen.
How funny we're both doing Pokemon, except mine is from Gen 4 with his Cynthia's theme. I just remember that.
I don't remember how that one sounds. The one song I chose from Gen 4 was the Orberg City, just like the do 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 do.
I don't know how that one goes. I forget.
It's just like the one city theme I can still hear in my head when I haven't played Gen 4 in like probably like 10 years now.
It's been a while since I last played Gen 4. I do hope that they make a Xeno remake at some point. Like, soon, because it's been a while.
Alright, for me, number 26 is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64, interesting.
It's like, it's like Rainbow Road, it's like a level people might hate, but the theme that plays during Mario Kart 64 is a sick jam, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
Dude, it's Take-Two.
Yeah, no,
Take-Two, because this is the OG file.
Yeah, remember the whole Caucasian? No,
Caucasian Yoshi.
Caucasian Yoshi, yes.
Caucasian.
Just debating if I want to do this now. I'm gonna do it. Oh, that's why Emoto
returns.
That's why she did not respond to me. I thought you was ignored me. Got it. Oh, that didn't do anything? I thought that was piercing. I guess that was the last one for, Oh, that is big. That is huge. He is huge! Oh, there we go. Well, he didn't have that much health left, so that's good. Flower, go down the pipe.
Alright, number 25 on my list is Cavern from Metal Gear Solid. The original Metal Gear Solid, so it's like... Not so much like a song as like kind of the eerie music that plays in later stages of the game.
Got it. So my one, so after
This is number 25 for you.
Well, no, it's actually 24 on my list because I started from 1.
So did you start from your absolute favorite and you're going down?
No. I said I reversed my list, so I went from 1 to 50, so I can read it down. I never played Metal Gear, but so mine is Rainbow Road from Wii.
Oh,
That one. It's an odd one. I just remember hearing that a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I mean Mario Kart Wii is the one I've played the most, but I've heard the song from Mario Kart 64 and I've played that game here and there, so that's the theme that I like a lot.
Carl's the one who played Mario Kart Wii, even has a hacked version of it.
It's basically, it's a modification. It adds like 150 custom tracks to the whole entire game. So it just adds more content.
Hacks!
What? Don't you want more content?
No, hacks.
No, you're boring.
I want less content.
You'd be a fan of Apple then.
No, I want zero content. Like, go straight to cardboard. Haha.
Why cardboard?
Because that's the bare basic.
John here saying, I think I can make something with this.
Yeah. Alright, Kyle.
Alright, number 24 is theme of Mega Man Battle Network 3, which is from Mega Man Battle Network 3. It's the title screen.
Battle Network 3?
Yeah, Mega Man Battle Network 3 on the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin is familiar with those games too, actually.
Oh yeah, he knows Mega Man Battle Network. They
have some good music.
He actually recommends me one. Shoot, how do I go about this? This one. Do I want to go? I'll go bombastic. I need to go hard on this one. There we go. Maybe I should have saved. Yeah, I pulled the trigger on this one a little too soon. Got it. There we go. And then appeal, because I need the flower points. I guess I'm gonna spend this round a little bit of... Oh, dang it. I don't know why I pressed A again. Out of habit!
Too soon.
I did it out of habit. Dang it.
Don't want to miss those action commands. Alright, number 23 on my list is the Crash Bandicoot theme from the original Crash Bandicoot. It's both like the title screen music and the music that plays on the world map.
You said 23?
That was 23 for me, yep.
I did not even say mine, because I was way too focused. My number 25
yep.
was Uncharted, especially mainly the one, because I only played one, the main theme. I like that one. And then I have put 26, Justin's favorite, and Carl, main theme of Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
So is it the title theme, or...?
It's just the title theme when you open up the first game, like the game first. That theme is what I put on my list. I do enjoy that one.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Got lucky there. Touch me! Yeah, there we go. Can't swoop down at me. Lucky! Double lucky!
Double lucky!
I remember Carl and I, like, there still. Like, remember that double lucky
Yeah,
moment,
that was
Carl?
when Carl was in person.
Yeah. Still remember that, Carl? Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Double lucky!
I mean, we almost lost.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had clutch.
I mean, you have to be very clutch for that.
The RNG had clutch.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's up with your clutch lately. It's been through the roof. Especially Neo.
I mean, dude, believe in the heart of the cards.
The heart of the what now?
The heart of the cards. Oh, okay. What is it? What? I need to visualize it.
No, it's something that's not tangible. I don't believe in such a thing.
Yet he believes in gods.
He believes in gods, and he believes in mystical items that grants magical powers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I got a poison mushroom.
The mushroom.
Gotta appeal a little bit. Gotta bring up my star points, because I really need it.
Your strats do involve a lot of earth tremors, and sometimes art attacks.
Yep. I mean, they're good, but I can't keep wasting them. So one of the things I'm gonna do is thinking of using Sweet Treat, at least. Oh, not Sweet Treat. Is it Sweet Fast or Sweet Treat? Oh, I have no more audience members. They all died.
Good job, Nick.
Now I hear a couple new ones coming in.
Yeah. I will appeal. I'll finish this up because I think I have enough for the next floor. Flower points, no, but I can do that next time. Oh, I got some flowers because I got Flower Finder. as Emoto helped me with at one time.
Alright, for me, number 22 is Fighting, which is the battle theme from Final Fantasy VII.
The original or the remake?
Well, I mean the original, because that's like the one that I've heard like extensively, but the first time I had seen the Final Fantasy VII remake was today when Grace was streaming it, but they have some pretty cool like orchestral arrangements of those songs.
Yeah, I beat the whole demo of it, but still haven't. I'm gonna probably get it once it's like more done, because I think it's like still incomplete technically.
It's coming on like 3 episodes, yeah.
Yeah. Lucky.
Did it come with 3 discs?
Not double lucky, single lucky.
No, it came in like 1 episode, so that's 1 game, but they're gonna release the later ones at a later point, kind of thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about the original.
No, just
The
all in
original
one.
was like a 3-disc game.
That's what I thought.
PlayStation.
Was it a 3-disc game? Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so big.
that's what she said.
Nice.
Thank you everybody for tuning in this episode of RetroBound Podcast. It's over.
So here's the funny thing. Here's another copy that Kyle and I had. Dr. Mario Fever, but specifically the Melee one.
Okay.
Because I never grew up with the original. I grew up with the Melee version, but I still remember the Fever.
Gosh, we should have been counting how many duplicates we've had, but it hasn't been that many. We had a couple duplicate movies as well, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah, we had. I believe we had Nintendo Land, and we have Dr. Mario. That's it so far.
Mm-hmm.
We have not had any other duplicate.
Not for songs, no.
Nope.
Alright, for me, my number 21 song is Pallet Town from Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. Oh, that's the route. I'm talking about do 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 do
Oh,
do
right, that one.
do do.
Dang, I forgot that one.
Yep.
So Jump Up Superstar is my next one from Mario Odyssey. It's catchy. And I think I like it more than the other song now. But I still like the other song.
Alright, my number 20 is Theme of Zero from Mega Man Zero. It's pretty jammin'.
That's 3 Mega Man games already.
Yeah, well, these are... The title Mega Man gets thrown around a lot, but these are like Battle Network and Mega Man Zero and ZX. They're like all different franchises.
Let's see. So mine is another main theme. We're going to the main theme trend. It's the Battlefield 3 music. If you guys know what that one is.
I don't know.
It's literally just like the boom, boom, like it's just like a lot of like static effects sounds, but it's like it makes it sound really epic.
Sorry, I kind of cut out.
Battlefield 3, the main theme.
Ah.
Boom, 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 kind of thing. Let's see. I need some health for Vivian, because she is actually getting kind of low. Might need to swap her out, actually. To Bobbery. I've been using a lot of
Going to the next
Bombastic.
floor, my number 19 is At Doom's Gate from the original Doom. Which is like the kind of catchy, like kind of metal-ish Doom theme.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that. So mine is actually the main theme for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was made by Hans Zimmer, so I'm a big fan of that. Hans Zimmer made like all the musics for those games, and just like, geez, spent a long time. He's such a high demanded conductor. Sometimes I feel like I should have kept the Quake hammer now. Yeah, I figured that was not gonna work. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it.
What do you say?
He kept calling me out and literally said, I don't like you. And like, dude, do you ever shut up about things? Dude, this is taking too long, kind of thing.
Oh.
It's like, jeez.
I guess Justin is not a huge fan of RetroBound Podcast.
No, it was Jacob Wee.
Oh.
Not Justin. Justin has been respectful of that. I don't...
I thought you said Justin.
Yeah.
Justin as well.
No, Justin blocked the person. Basically kicked him out.
Oh.
Dang it, I don't even know what to pick for this guy. I guess Coops is the best one for this. Oh, that just only does 1 damage. Can I jump on this? Yeah, I can, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, I need to find a better way to do that. Deal with that one. That guy was just literally spamming random stuff, telling me to demand to do stuff while also telling me to shut up at the same time.
Oh, psh.
Basically, that was it.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to another floor, right?
Give me a second. I need to add a badge because one of the badges is not being very helpful right now. I need to add a Quake badge. What's the Quake hammer? Oh, I need to take 2 off. I guess I'll take Piercing Blow off. Quake hammer is a little bit better from this regard. Hold on, what's my health again? Coops is 25. Oh, Coops is 25, good. Vivian's currently 18. I need to give Vivian some health.
Alright, new floor. My number 18 is Shinshu Field from Okami.
One.
I was gonna say any Okami game, but I didn't remember much in that
Yeah,
regard.
the Okami games have really beautiful visuals and music.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is, Emoto. The only problem is just that just happened to happen now, of all places, rather than never. It will
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna move on from it and we've got our podcast going and it's a
Yep.
fun episode to do for us.
Shoot, I need to think this one out very quickly. Bombasted. My next theme is actually something that James meant, like something that James will like. I picked the main theme of Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one is a classic for both of us.
Oh, did you ever see there's like various videos on YouTube of just high school boys standing in the boys' bathroom? Going,
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, it was.
I haven't seen this, but it sounds pretty great.
Oh, it's hilarious. So basically 50 boys decided to be like sing the Halo theme in the bathroom, like in their own bathroom, and then you can see them recording it. But at the same time, it was right next to a girl's bathroom, which they recorded their end, and they could literally hear beyond the wall of them singing. And just like, oh.
This sounds so much like mid to late 2000s.
Oh, no.
Like high school kids.
No, this was like in 2010. Like, not 2010, this like in 2010s. Like, 2017 or something like that. It was hilarious, basically. I saw that and was just like, geez, what troopers. Yeah, Emoto, the problem is not tattling them. It's just getting a little harder to tell, like, what I can do to them. So, I'm doing not the tattling because I kind of want to try to get through this as fast as I can, as well as not get Goombella killed, and as well as myself killed. So this is just like one of those, like, it's getting hard to tell what's the life for each one. I mean, at least I'm getting a lot of star points now.
Yeah, that'll probably be helpful. He might get a level up before the end.
What level am I right now?
We've got over 10 more floors left to go.
Yep, 16. So, good news is that that's the case. I need to switch this around. Alright, let me get some health in. There we go. Vivian. I need some FP. I'm good on health for now. Yeah, we should have gone for Peekaboo. But isn't Peekaboo, like, how much is Peekaboo? Like, badge point wise. Well, Kyle, while Emoto looks that up.
Yep, alright, my number 17 is Orden Village from Zelda Twilight Princess.
Ooh, I still need to beat
It's a nice chill village theme.
I still need to beat Twilight Princess. I have the GameCube version. Yeah, I'm not adding that, unfortunately, Emoto. I need to get, like, 2 level ups for that.
Alright, Nick, what's yours?
This one is something that you will like, and I'm pretty sure this will come up later in your list, based on how we're going. It's Four River piano version, Johnny's version from To the Moon.
Ooh.
I am pretty sure this is gonna come up at some point.
Right, yep. To the Moon music is hard stuff to choose from, dude. Those soundtracks are just great from beginning to end.
Yeah, I was just like, it's like when I was picking my list, and it's just like listening to them, it's like, what songs I like? It's like, oh, I like To the Moon. It's like, wait a minute, yeah, this is gonna definitely be on, this is gonna be somewhere on the list. I just don't know where is all. Oh yeah, star power. I needed that actually. Why is my whole entire place a piranha plant? That doesn't make any sense. How did they move here? How did they grow here? Where's the oxygen? I guess the oxygen's through the pipes. Yeah, some of these are going to be classics for Kyle when I go down my list. Alright, Kyle, you're up.
Alright, number 16 is Nevermore from Persona 4. It's the credits theme. And I think it's been a while. Choosing Persona music was a bit hard for me because it's been a while since I've played 3 and 4 and I had to kind of just scroll through the soundtracks a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Nevermore also plays during the credits of maybe not every episode of the anime series, but definitely plays during the credits of maybe the last episode or something as well.
I would not be surprised. Yeah, that sounds like it's something it did. I remember watching the Persona 4 anime. It's because of you guys that I got inside the Persona 4 anime.
I'm glad that Justin was good theme, because I was sitting here thinking, I was like, dude, if I pick a song that Justin doesn't like from Persona, he's gonna be like, dude, God, how could you possibly choose that song over all these others?
I think Justin will appreciate my theme at the very least. I don't know if he likes the version I picked, but it has multiple versions.
But now Persona 4 Golden is on Steam, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'd ever stream that, because if I do, it would be absolutely crap gameplay, because I'm not, a good player of the Persona games.
Dude, speedrunning strats, go.
Absolutely not. Alright, you didn't say yours, did you?
Nope.
For that floor, so go ahead and say that.
Yeah, give me a second. Oh, I forgot to go down. Okay, so I have to go 2. Yeah. So mine is, classic for Kyle. The, Smiles and Tears from Earthbound. That's it's the original. I know that there's Smash Brothers versions of it, but it's the original hits a lot more at feelings than
Yeah,
the Smash
Earthbound
Brothers.
has great music.
Yeah. Now your next one.
Alright, my next one is Mass Destruction from Persona 3 FES, aka Ooh yeah, da 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 da, baby baby, da 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 da. Choosing from Persona 3 is also pretty difficult, but I was just like, that's clearly the most memorable song for me from Persona 3. There are other ones I thought about choosing. There was another one, I forgot the name of it. It was like Reaching Out for the Star or something like that, where it's like the one that plays like after school every day, basically.
I don't even know what that... I know that song, but I don't know the name.
There's a lot of catchy, memorable music from Persona 3 and 4.
I think Justin will
So
know.
it was hard for me to narrow it down to just one song from the game, and I jumped back and forth between multiple songs to choose from.
Oh yeah, I have to do
3 and
something
4.
really quickly since it's now midnight. There we go.
Oh my god.
Let's see, which one should I go for?
What happened?
Just the family thing.
Oh, in a part of the server that you probably can't see, Nick posted Happy Father's Day for me.
And as well as Andrew.
Wait, what does Andrew have to do with fatherhood?
Because technically he's the biological father for both
Oh,
Nando
that's
and
right.
Justin. You're the adoptive father.
Alright, Nick, you have to name a song too, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide which one first, but I think I'll go with Flower Points. Next one is Mute City F-Zero.
Ooh, yeah, F-Zero
Yeah.
has some good stuff too. I thought about choosing one for mine.
I was
thought about
picking-
either saying that or Big Blue.
Yeah, I was picking... I like Mute City more than Big Blue, and when I was picking it, I was just like, which version's best? And it's like, Brawl's theme was my jam back in the day. Like, I could not get enough of it. So, yeah, that's mine. Kyle, you're up.
Sorry, just a second.
Oh, God.
So my next song is the Lost Woods theme from Zelda Ocarina of Time. I used to be able to play this on the trumpet.
Which one?
Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. The do 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 do
Oh,
do
right, that
do
one.
do that
Okay.
one.
Hold on. Let's see. Shoot, which one I would do? So mine is Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
I figured that one would hit a chord.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
mean, you know that I like piano music and piano themes, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so I never...
Are you going with the one from Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2?
I think 1, because that's more classic to me, because I personally never played Kingdom Hearts until... Like, I never finished one or ever fully played one until the, blah, 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 the, stream I did it. Blah. Yeah, it's one of those, like, I played it before, and it would just... I was just like, I like the music, and it's one of my favorites.
I still have a picture of that Father's Day card emoto.
Is that a classic one?
The one that she drew.
Yeah. So happy.
I can post that in that chat in a bit.
uh,
I'm kind of multitasking right now.
Kyle, dude, pay your sins to the devil. We have 666 coins.
Nice.
Just 3 people spooning.
Yep.
All right, new floor, right?
Yep.
All right, number 13 for me is "Lazy Afternoons," which is the Twilight Town song for Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh. Interesting.
It very much just sounds like a nice lazy afternoon song.
Ah. Yeah, no, that sounds like a nice lazy one.
It's the sort of thing that'll come up on like relaxing Kingdom Hearts music, like 10-hour playlists on YouTube or whatever.
Oh yeah. So mine is, I hope Justin appreciates this one. I mean, I think Justin appreciates the song. I don't know if he appreciates the music. So mine is "Reach Out for the Truth" from Persona 4, specifically the arena version. I don't know. I like the arena's remix of it. So I don't know if Justin likes that or not. Oh, dude, double lucky! Oh, not triple lucky. I got double lucky though.
All right, we're almost in the top 10. We're getting pretty close to the end here for both the pit and the songs.
We're in the end game now.
Yeah. So as I said that Nick and I will do earlier, we've both made our YouTube playlist, but I think I made were you planning on posting this on like your other YouTube channel, Nick? Because we have like the RetroBound account and could make that like a
I have it as a public
YouTube
playlist
account and like post the playlist from that.
I have a public playlist, so it's like it's all good to go anyway.
Okay, and I guess I can just add mine to yours then.
Justin says, "Yeah, it's a random." It's like it's decent. It's
I
not the
make up, I throw up, I do
So, okay,
the
so-
doobie doobie
So
doo.
here's the funny thing. That song almost did not make my list because I forgot about it until randomly what you're saying, Kyle, came up in my eyes. Like, what doobie doobie? It's like, what? Wait a minute. We've sung that.
I think
It's like,
that
oh right.
song and a couple other songs from the Persona soundtracks come up on Japanese karaoke machines.
Yeah,
and one of my friends has done them before.
Yeah, it's like I almost had that. Like, okay, so the song I was gonna actually have it with, I replaced it with, is actually in my honorable mentions. But that one was just like I forgot that existed until I randomly thought of it today and just like, oh god, I have to put it in before I forget. Yep. But Kyle.
All right, number 11, "Good Egg Galaxy" from Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh my god.
A Galaxy song.
Yeah,
Boom, Mario Galaxy.
That's a good egg song. Oh god, Flavia with Vivian's body looks very creepy. Lucky Day. Okay. I don't have Lucky Day. So, mine, hold on. What are we at? Floor 90. So,
Number it'll be the last one before your top 10.
wait, that's odd. I think I've been missing mine. Because I'm on number 37. I guess I missed I think I missed a few floors.
All right, catch yourself up.
Yeah. So number 37.
You probably forgot to mention a song on some floors when you were doing other stuff, and you just like forgot to mention yours.
Yeah. So I'll be clear on my list, but my playlist. But I go from 50 to like least to best. Number 37. Well, the next one for me is Megalovania Undertale. Yeah, that one was like, I haven't got to that boss yet, but I keep hearing it in my head. So,
You feel your sins crawling down your back.
and then I picked The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, the main theme.
Yeah, Skyward Sword had some good songs.
That one was a really good one. It's at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so I'll have to do 2 more. The next one is actually something that I don't think anyone really heard. It's the Metamorphosis, Always Been But Never Dreamed, featuring Kate Brady from Tetris Effect. Tetris Effect has like cool visuals and has such a cool soundtrack. That's one of my favorites out of it. It's like I had to pick it. And then my next one on this one that's supposed to be with Kyle's. What was the one you picked for this floor?
My number 11 was Good Egg Galaxy.
Yeah. So mine is City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, the running around at the speed of sound.
Yeah. Running around at the speed of sound.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up playing the Sonic Adventure games other than playing, like, on the Dreamcast, playing Sonic Adventure, and I was very, very young, but I don't really remember the games very well because I was, like, this is, like, before elementary school.
I never played any Sonic games, at least in full. I only played very, very, very little. And funny enough is that I basically only heard the music. So
Yeah, so have I, because of, like, Smash and stuff. I mean,
I need to
a
actually
lot of
play
people have
more.
nostalgic attachments to the two Sonic Adventure games. When I, like, watch other people playing through them, I'm like, these games do not look like they hold up very well.
No,
the
they-
physics are pretty messy, and a lot of the levels look straight up tedious.
Oh yeah, they know. They need to remaster them in order.
All
for
the
them
Big the
to come
Cat and the Knuckles looking for gems, and like,
Mhm.
it's not like Sonic 06 levels are terrible, but it's like a lot of really tedious content that doesn't really like excuse the good content of those games.
Nope. But Kyle, release your next one. I
Yep,
said
number-
release your next one.
Is this a freaking dragon, dude?
Release it.
Alright, number 10, we're in the top 10 now, is Peaceful Days from Chrono Trigger.
Ooh, nice. Chrono Trigger.
Good morning, Chrono, and she opens the curtains, and then you get this beautiful song playing.
I did hear a little bit of that, but never played it yet. Hope you find you. Oh, hey, Ro. Welcome back. I'm finishing up Pit of 100 Trials, and we are finishing up a little bit of a podcast where we list our top 50 movies and top 50 video game musics. You're literally at the very end of our list of top 50 musics.
Me and Nick reading off our list, and now we're in the top 10 of video game
Yeah,
songs.
Kyle just said that he is a fan of the Chrono Trigger's like intro bedroom music, whatever.
Yeah, it's like one of the first songs that plays when you start a new game.
Yeah. I need to figure out.
The Chrono Trigger, like, this was a hard one for me to choose Chrono Trigger. Sorry to, like, interrupt before you read yours, but,
Oh,
like,
no worries. I'm picking a food,
Chrono
so
Trigger,
don't worry.
it's, like, ending high school, like when I was, like, 18 or something. So it's been a couple years, and just, like, I went through the playlist of, like, music from Chrono Trigger. I was like, holy crap, dude, every song from this game is amazing. Like, I know you haven't played Chrono Trigger yet, Nick, and you plan to, but it's like, I have my preferences for other RPGs that I really love, but if somebody were to say that Chrono Trigger is, like, the best JRPG ever made, like, I really wouldn't argue against that, because it's, like, an amazing game in every way.
Yeah, that's fine. So for me... Okay, so this one is gonna be a funny one for any of you guys who know this song. This is Wii Sports main theme.
Oh wait, no, it's the me.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I started singing the me.
do, 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 do.
Yeah, no, I was like, huh, what other music? Because I was actually having a hard time actually thinking up any other music for, I'm gonna risk it anyway. Screw it. To put on my list, and we're just like, huh, what other musics have I listened to in the past? And you're just like, huh, Me Music. No, not Me Music, the Wii Sports. I love to play that, and the theme is really catchy, actually. So, yeah, I added that to my list.
I wasn't even thinking about Wii Sports, but yeah, that game does have some pretty good music, actually.
I was just
I mean,
like,
it's a good game, like...
yeah.
It was just like a tech demo for what the Wii is, and like a casual game to, like, you know, sell more Wii units for like families who would enjoy like a casual thing like that. But like Wii Sports is still a fun game to play, like all these years later. Like we played it a bunch in college and stuff too.
Yep, there for sure. So yeah, that one was a funny one. I think I thought that was like, when I put that on my list, like people are gonna either laugh at this or just like have memories of it. That's what I
It's
was
a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Alright, number 9 for me is Cycles from Night in the Woods.
Dang it.
It's a song that plays when May and Greg are riding the bike through the beautiful fields.
Oh right, okay.
Crimes.
No love for Pumpkinhead guy.
No love for
I have no love for that song, dude.
what, Kyle? No love for Pumpkinhead guy.
Cycles! I can't post the crimes emote, unfortunately.
Night in the Woods has a beautiful tunes, yo. So I guess you have a fan there, Kyle.
Yeah, that game has an outstanding soundtrack.
I only watched Kyle play it, so I never like fully like I never played it myself. I had seen it and I enjoyed it for what it was. So my next one is, speaking of Sonic 06, the one good thing that came out of it, in my opinion, is his world. I specifically like the Zebra Head edition, so that one was actually a really cool one for me. But overall, his world is actually a great music for me. Zebra Head was like this like super fast, like kind of almost rapping style. I'm almost gonna max out my coin power. Gosh darn it. With the fire on him, it's not gonna help at all. Oh, come on, really? I guess I gotta do Bobbery now. This guy's just gonna kill himself slowly. There we go. Alright, Flavio, get on that pipe. Alright, Kyle. Next one.
Alright, number 8. Dude, it's Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, where have we heard that before? I love Dearly Beloved, dude. It's so good. And the reason why I chose the Kingdom Hearts 1 version, I love the Kingdom Hearts 2, arrangement of it as well in the Kingdom Hearts 2 menu.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose one for Kingdom Hearts 1 because I chose the Twilight Town song from Kingdom Hearts 2. So, there you go.
Okay, so, like, here's the thing. I was really struggling to decide whether, like, Sanctuary, Dearly Beloved, or Simple and Clean. Like, I was actually struggling to say, it's like, I was like, which one should I go for? And
I personally, I think Simple and Clean is a little overrated, but that kind of, like, pop music thing is not really my taste.
yeah, it's not everyone, but I liked it because it was, like, I grew up with it, in a sense, so...
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it to a lot, but Dearly Beloved hits
Yeah.
a very classic note for me.
I didn't know what that song was called for the longest time until there's a punk band called Bad Religion, and they have a song called Dearly Beloved. And so I used to look up that song on YouTube in like high school. Like I suddenly learned that was the title of the song from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, really?
Because it like if I just typed Dearly Beloved into YouTube, that song would come up instead of like the Bad Religion song.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, Nick, what's yours? Your next song?
Mine is the staff roll credits for Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I think Carl would agree with that one.
It's a very good song.
It's the very end song, and you're just like, dude, that is such a good song when you get to like listen to it, and it's like, dun 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 dun. I was gonna pick the opening one, but then I realized it's ambient noise after that, basically. And just like staff roll credits much better, for my opinion. All right, I'm hoping to hit some people with some of these odd, like new, like themes, like some of these themes I picked.
All right, so let me pull up my list. My number 7 is The Fiction We Tell Ourselves from Finding Paradise.
Oh yeah, I didn't pick.
Which is like one of the more beautiful songs that plays during kind of like the climax of the plot toward the end.
Yeah, for me though, for a little spoilers, I did not pick anything from Finding Paradise because I didn't really think it was like the music did not hit the same notes as To the Moon did for me.
It definitely did for me. I love the music from Finding Paradise as much as the first game.
Yeah.
There are some songs from the sequel that are like rearrangements of songs from To the Moon, but there's a lot of really good original stuff too.
Yeah. No, I don't doubt it's like great music. It just didn't hit the right notes for me. All of them. And for me, I'm just gonna go bombastic because I'm gonna level up. I picked the Gym Leader battle theme from Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Okay, that's actually a really good one too.
It's a good one. Like, I think it's one of the best Gym Leader battle themes in Pokemon. Like, I was surprisingly how good it is. In my opinion, at the very least. Alright, Kyle. What's your number 6?
Number 6 for me is... just reading this on my list. Oh no. This song, like, it's a really beautiful one, and just, like, it always makes me tear up in context playing the game, but even just hearing the song, like, shuffling my YouTube playlist and making this, I was just like, oh no. It's Everything's Alright from To the Moon.
Oh, man.
The song with lyrics. It's like, I love a lot of the songs from that game, but Everything's Alright, sung by Laura Shigehara, is just like, when the lyrics come in and everything, like, just the emotional impact of that song is what really made me put on this list as, like, one of the most memorable songs from that game.
Oh, yeah. No, that was
I love a lot of the piano music and stuff. I mean, Everything's Alright is a piano song, but just the purely instrumental music in that game is alright too. I love it, but, like, the emotional impact of both this song and the song with lyrics in Finding Paradise is just, like, brutal for me.
Yeah, no, I am a sucker for piano music, which is why I picked the for River song. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that one too. It's a really nice piano theme. I wish I could play the piano so I could learn to play songs like that.
Carl, teach him how to play a piano. Yeah, do
Fine,
it.
I'm gonna charge you. Just kidding.
Gotta charge it. Charge him in yen.
Alright, Nick, you didn't say yours yet.
Yeah, so mine is actually Fresh Start from Splatoon 2. Like, that's actually a pretty cool music. I really like the instrumental and the calmness of that music. So that's mine for number 6. Number 5 for you?
Number 5 for me is The Path, A New Beginning, which is the credits theme from The Last of Us. The Last of Us is also a game with, like, a really brilliant soundtrack that really hits the emotional cues of that game, and, like, the way this song just, like, it just kind of fades in, and then the credits come in for that game, like, it just had such a huge impact on me, like, the first time I played it and every time since.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, man, I just beat this game, and what an incredible story it was, and, like, the music just really solidifies that.
There we go. Yeah, so mine is a classic. Yeah, that's a lot of points. I actually got a lot of star points. Mine is actually Phoenix Wright Corner theme. I had a hard time picking which one because it was either Dual Destinies, the original, or Trials Tribulations, the 2014 version. But I actually like the original more because classic. But I do like the Kadezna version. I think that was like a remix of MO.
It's a remix.
Yeah, so it's like, but the original still is pretty good for video game wise.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright is a series I never got around to playing, but they seem like interesting games. I probably would enjoy them.
Oh yeah, they're on Switch, so you might be able to you can play them or Steam, either one.
Yep. All right, new floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my number 4. We're almost at the end. My number 4 is the National Park theme from Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. It's just like a really chill song, and, you know, like, I like just the look of the park in that game. Just like the different grass and the fencing and everything. It's just like really chill music that plays, and, like, you go there to do the bug catching contest and stuff in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I was originally thinking of putting the Ecruteak City theme, which is another song I like a lot that's really chill from Gen 2, but then I heard the National Park one again, and I was like, oh, that's right, I love this song.
I was gonna sing like and it's like, wait,
yeah,
that's
I
not
like really peaceful, chill music. Is like my vibe for video games.
Well, speaking
Justin likes it too, apparently.
Well, no, he said for Phoenix Wright for me when he said very nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but speaking of peaceful music. I think we're gonna get the same on this one. Dire Dire Docks from Mario 64.
I knew this one would come up for you as well.
Yeah. So I think so far we have had surprisingly not that many copies.
Yeah, less than we thought.
Actually, we only had 2 so far. Still, only 2. So,
I'll double check and count this later, but yeah.
top 3. What's your number?
We have a lot of the same games, but we've chosen different songs from them, so that adds a little bit of variety.
What's
All right, my number
3
is Because I Love You from Earthbound, which is the song that plays at kind of like the end of the game where you can just walk around talking to people and do whatever before you end the game.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a rearrangement of the 4-side theme, but Because I Love You, I think it's a very sentimental song. Like it really like gives you like the emotional connection to the ending of that game.
When you said, "Is it because I love you?" It's just like, wait, what?
That's the title of the song.
I know. It just took me a second. It's like because I love you. It's like, wait.
Basically playing it, it's like that sort of kid romance between Nessa and Paula, I guess.
Nessa Pauline.
Probably where the title comes from. Actually, I think I heard just recently that most of the songs from Earthbound don't have official titles. They're just songs that the fan community came up with for them.
I think so. Yeah.
So it might be a fan-made title.
Oh, hey, I got another level up right before the boss. So mine is... So this one is weird because it has apparently 2 different versions of the song. It is in the final or the grand finale, Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story.
Ooh, I don't remember the music from that one, but that's...
It's literally the final boss music, and it's just like, oh man, it's so epic.
Superstar Saga has more attachment for me, nostalgia, because like I've played that game like multiple times since I was a younger kid, but like Bowser's Inside Story is also a really good game.
Oh yeah. I would say so. Like, I think it's like, I consider, like, I've seen Superstar Saga, I've seen Partners in Time. I still consider Bowser's Inside Story the best one, because I've seen it as well.
Partners in Time was meh, but yeah, 1 and 3.
Wait, we're already here?
Oh shit, were we off the floor? Alright, well, stop for a moment. Oops, we lost count of it.
We lost count.
Alright. Hey Nick, guess what? My number 2 is Dire Dire Docks from Super Mario 64. I love that song, dude. It's so chill. It's like the chill video game song.
Yeah. Well, Kyle.
That's like my example of a super chill, relaxing video game song. And then my number 1 is like it's like my perfect, beautiful piano video game song. Is To Xanarkin from Final Fantasy X.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
It's amazing, dude.
So
best. I remember one time at a Reddit thread, somebody mentioned that they had that song performed at their wedding, and like an older, more conservative family member was asking, like, "This song is so beautiful. Who's the composer?" And they were like so shocked when somebody said it was from a video game.
Yeah. So my second number 2 is called Primal Dialga from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon: Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. It's a really good song. I love that one. And then this one, I don't like the original as much, but man, this remix one, Gangplank Galleon, King K. Rool's theme song from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate remix of Donkey Kong Country. That one is my top favorite, and it's like maybe because like the remix was so intense, and it's like I loved it. I will also mention like some of my honorable mentions. I was like gonna pick was like Lifelight from from Ultimate, Gusty Garden Galaxy. I like the We Shop channel music.
Yeah.
And one of the songs that I took off my list was a main theme of Star Fox 64, and then if you guys remember what Muscle March is, Pa 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 Love music.
Of course I remember, because that was number 100 on my top video games list.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go ahead and start the battle, I guess. But
well, no, Kyle, would you like to reprise your role?
All right, let's do this.
Is this Bobber?
Yep.
Right,
it's
yeah.
Robert.
What do you think? What do you think? Oh, this isn't the boss speaking, is it?
No, this is the Bobbery.
Oh shit! I thought you were telling me to like reprise like the Lissa thing. Okay,
no,
sorry.
No. Yeah.
Rather a crabby sort, eh?
Can't really. Emoto, would you like to take over Goombella since it's not Book of Mario? I'm wondering if you want to or not.
Yeah, I didn't make a list of honorable mentions, but a couple I can think of that I thought about including were there was I was also going to put Mute City from F-Zero. Another honorable mention, this is kind of a silly one, is the pause music from Battletoads, like the catchy beat that plays when you pause that game.
Oh yeah.
What else was there? I think almost everything else on here was just other songs from games that are included on this list, like other To the Moon music, other Earthbound music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Snowman from Earthbound a lot. That's another favorite song of mine from that soundtrack. And yeah, the Four Rivers song from To the Moon I love.
Well, unfortunately, looks like Emoto would not reprise her role. One last chance to do it, so I'm sorry. Looks like Emoto's decided not to, which is very sad.
Gotta keep cool with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta chill with some video game music once we release our playlist.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'll add I guess I can add my songs to your playlist or whatever, and like we can also or should we do this? I guess in the podcast channel or Discord we can post both of our lists if people just want to see what they were.
yeah, I'm doing that right now. There we go. I already had it all set up and everything, so it's not long as well because I picked a lot of music that weren't extended, so that's good.
Oh,
Anyway.
is this a song that others can add to, or?
No, this is my public list. I added it for me personally.
That means that I can't add to that, right? Though, so like
I mean,
I'll have
I can change it later, but yeah, but this is
yeah,
my
because
personal-
I have my own separate playlist, but we could also just make one that has both of our selections.
True. I did separate just to do it for now, but yeah. That's Bonetail. He's the oldest brother of Hooktail. So old, he's just bones. In fact, wow, that's old. His body's max HP is 200, his attack is 8, and his defense is 2. He has various breaths that might confuse us or put us to sleep. When his HP gets low, he'll recover or reanimate as the case may be. He's probably stronger than the last boss. Seriously, let's do this right. I only beat him once. I never beat him more than once. I only got to him once during a late night time with Emoto helping me the entire way. Like,
I don't think I ever actually have beaten Bonetail, because the times I did in the pit, like the time a couple years ago when I lost like a couple floors from the top, and I just didn't have time to play it again because it was like right before I left for Japan.
Oh yeah. I think I'll
So yeah, I guess we're at the end of both of our lists. So for people who are part of our Discord, Nick and I will be posting YouTube playlists that have all of our song choices in them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to listen to our top video game songs, it'll be a pretty chill playlist. And we could also post your actual like the item by item list of like our favorite songs and movies for people who just want to see what those were.
Mm-hmm.
And this is sort of a revival of sorts for RetroBound Podcast. So we're starting with this episode, and it'll be like a video format that we can have here highlighted on Twitch, and also on YouTube through, I guess, either like Nick's channel or like our RetroBound account. We can like make that into a YouTube channel and post the archives there.
Mm-hmm.
From here on out, Nick and I will be doing these from time to time. Like, it's just easier for us to do this as like a chill video podcast rather than like a audio form that would require us to pay money to host it.
Yeah.
So we'll do these from time to time, just playing like a chill video game as we like talk about a certain theme or topic related to video games. So we might sometimes do it on Nick's Twitch channel or sometimes do it on mine. And one thing that Nick and I have been considering that might be in the next episode is our top 10 video games of the 2010s. Which it's it's long overdue now, but we can still do it because I think it would be a fun thing to talk about games from the last decade. I was thinking for that list because there are a couple games that I've played this year that came out that during that decade, but I think I'll stick to games from the 2010s that I played during that actual decade, if that makes sense.
That's probably be my same
So
thing.
not
too.
games that I played this year, because it just makes more sense, especially because we consider doing that early this year. That'll be games that I actually played by the end of 2019. So that would be a fun list to talk about, and we might bring other people are of course welcome to watch on Twitch or like hear us on our Discord or something, but like we want to maybe do like a thing where we bring on like a guest for each episode, so we might just ask like one person from our group of friends if they want to come on as a guest and have their own list and read theirs with us. So if anyone wants to be recruited, like if Carl or James or Justin want to read top 10 games of the 2010s list, they can come on our podcast and do that.
I know what Justin's gonna say. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
What's the raw damage?
Your caller.
Mm-hmm. What?
What's the raw damage of Ultra Hammer?
I actually don't know. I think maybe like 6 or 8, maybe. I don't know. It takes a lot of FP. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses has some of the cool soundtracks too. I never played that one, so I don't know what that is.
Of course you don't, Nick.
Well, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Compared to like
I guess for highlighting purposes, we'll consider the end of this boss fight to be when we wrap up the podcast.
Yep, I would say so. Oh wow, that only does one.
Yeah, a fun thing to bring back.
Oh, that's only does 1 damage. Oh, I have to hit the whole thing. Okay, art attack is bad idea. Got it. Yeah, I was just like, did not realize that. Hello, Talk About Marie. Welcome to... Oh! Well, I got lucky. Welcome to the stream and to the last bit of this podcast. God forsaken. Alright, I think I got an idea. Yeah, Earth Tremor is going to be my reliable case. Alright, time to use...
you also have that move that restores a lot of health.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Because even if you max out Earth Tremor, it's only going to do... I mean, it's not going to do much more damage compared to your just Pierce Hammer attacking.
Bobbery's gonna take a lot of hits though, so that's why I'm like kind of cautious about it. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good thing I kept basically all my items for the entire time, so it's like I am pretty set on a lot of things. This is good. I almost picked Bobbery. Emoto would actually yell at me for that. Ouch. Oh no, Dizzy. What is that? I don't remember that. I did not know that would happen. What was that? Okay, apparently Emoto also did not realize that was a thing. What? Wait, I didn't even press A. Okay, this game is cheating. I didn't even press A on there. What the heck? I think about time I'd switch off this controller because I'm using the Wavebird. Give me that heart. Alright. Gonna finish this up.
I'm the kind of over-preparer that would have brought just like maple... No, what's the highest? The jelly? Is the jelly one? What's the one?
Maple Ultra? Not Maple Ultra.
The one that's 50-50. I would have always just brought like a whole full inventory of that shit.
The only problem is that that's like uses a lot, and I don't want to like use that much.
I mean, not right now, but like I would
Yeah.
would have brought all of that down.
Oh yeah, no, I would understand that too.
I'm the kind of person that's like, if I can fit like full restores, like 20 of them, I just over.
Let's see. I can get him down to 100. It's gonna take a lot of coordination, and I need a lot of star points right now. I know, Emoto, I switched, but I don't want Bobbery to die and use my life shroom. He's already at 20. Mario's at 40. Bobbery has no defense. He literally has no defense. No, Bonetail should have, like, defense, because some of my attacks are not working as full.
What was that? Nick asking what a boulder is.
Oh, did you not see that?
It's something that Chris Redfield punches.
God dang it, Carl.
Bella said that Bonetail has a defensive 2.
Yeah, Bonetail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has defense. He does have defense. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but I'm pretty sure he has defense. Yeah.
Bella specifically said 2.
Yeah, James can vouch for that at least. You know what? Gonna risk it. Sweet vest.
Don't get much.
That's the hope. Oh, dang it. I got the mushroom.
Yep.
Something I don't like, I just can't control this. Oh, oh, he healed himself.
Does he do that every turn?
No, he sometimes heals. It's not something. If he does that every turn, then that would be like, this would be more annoying than anything. Oh, what? Why is my controller starting to like crap out at the worst possible times? I really should not have used the Wakebird for this match. There we go. Yeah, Bobbery would have done 6 damage if he didn't have any defense. So he's only doing 4. So yeah, that has 2 defense. I got it. Well, you haven't battled Bonetails enough, apparently. Oh, I can't do the breathing. The breathing. I can't do the breath well. God, can't speak well, apparently, as well. Yeah, no, it's Jelly Ultra, James, that you're thinking of. It's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot. But yeah, I'm happy that I did not even use basically... I only used like, what? 5 of my items? 4 or 5 of my items? The entire pit? Oh, that file finally left. Piercing blow. I need a lot of star power. Alright, Vivian, you're gonna need to give him some fire.
Oh, not sex.
What?
Instead of sex.
I mean, this Vivian doesn't know how to do sex.
Oh.
Book of Mario version does. I still find that funny, like when I first saw that, and then just Kyle just like, hey Kyle, look what I found. He's like, oh no, what kind of upgrade is that? Alright, there we go. So I should have pretty good star power now. I think I'm gonna bombast. Getting there.
Yeah, we're almost 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah. Ah! Right when I put that bobbery. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. Let's see how much damage it can do. I am mashing the A button. Where's a turbo controller when you need one? Ah, my arm. 15, not bad actually.
Anything involving button mashing is just like... it's just the bane of controllers.
It's the bane of controllers, which is why people need to like actually do like actually develop like quality controllers, which good thing Nintendo does.
Mm.
Unfortunately though, PlayStation and Xbox, well, Xbox does better quality controllers. I don't know if yeah, I don't know about PS4 doesn't do well. Yeah, I could see that. It just takes longer. Oh god, I have double mushroom. No, I don't want it. Don't want it. No! God! Flipping heck. Emoto, you jinxed me.
That scared me.
That's during a boss fight, that's good.
I hate that. Why did they even decide that was a good idea?
Well, you should probably eat something.
I will definitely eat something. I'm just trying to save my powerful stuff later. Controller! Don't stop doing this. Like, actually.
Stop.
I'm about to throw you across the room, controller.
Hey, audience is coming back.
I only got 3 Koopas, though. Okay, so I don't think, like, the first time we did the Pit of 100 Trials, I don't think I ever got to Bone Tails. I died on, like, floor 98, I think, if I remember correctly.
Something like that, yeah, you're really close.
Yeah, I know I did not get to Bone Tails, but, yeah. I don't know where I died, though, but I think it was, like, 97, 98. I don't think I got to 99. Alright, well, hold on. I don't even have Mystery YOLO. God dang it. I should have brought a Mystery YOLO, Kyle. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I should have done
I figured the other items you had were going to be essential, so...
I should have tried at least one mystery item. Well, there's my second time I beat both. Why do I only get 1 star point?
Oh gosh, what a ripoff, dude.
What a ripoff.
Dude, this is bullshit. Go get some orange juice.
Dude, get me some orange juice,
It'll be like
please.
the last challenge you take on ever.
Yeah, it is. Well, it was significantly easier. So now I can finally consider this game completed. I beat that Mario. Open the stupid
Yeah,
box.
maybe not 100% in terms of like badges and stuff, but
Yeah. I can finally put this game off my list of games that I wanted to beat. Like,
alright, so I guess if you don't have anything else to say, Nick, we can go ahead and conclude the highlight for the podcast here.
yeah. Thank you guys everyone so much for watching for RetroBound Podcast.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. This is RetroBound Podcast. For people in our friend group, you'll be able to see our playlist of me and Nick's favorite video game songs. And new episodes will come soon once Nick and I get through the planning of those. So, thank you everybody for watching. For RetroBound Podcast episodes, we'll let all of our real-life friends, of course, know where and when we're streaming. But it'll either be on Nick's channel or on my channel, twitch.tv/digitsbby. So, look forward to future episodes. Thanks.